DJ HAMP does HAMP.
Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. I got the super niggas in the building, man.
Oh yeah, motherfucker. Oh yeah, motherfucker. Oh yeah.
Oh, yo.
Perfect.
Sean was goody.
Perfect.
Yeah, bro, man.
Shit like
Up
that.
early,
Shit
ready
like
to
that.
get to it. You feel me? How you feeling?
I'm doing the right thing, baby. I can't complain. Who gonna listen, man? You know? Shot with the woke juice was popping.
Hey, man. Make sure you get your fruits and berries, man. I got some ginger, some watermelon, some beets, and some carrots, man. So start my Sunday out right with a little bit of jazz too. You know, I'm feeling real good right now.
I thought they told us you're supposed to eat pineapple too.
You could put pineapple in the mix. It probably would be good for sure.
Word.
I didn't have any of this mixture,
Like
man.
that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Perfect.
I'm happy, man. I'm excited for this one, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. The super perspective. This is a pilot. See what's what. You heard? Let me see who in the chat real quick and we get it popping. Sean was bright. Damn. 2 a.m. Saw, what up? Anna, what up? Cali Bev in the building. Sophisticated jerk. I see you. What's popping, my boy? Hope all is well. Strada in the building. Leon Don was goody. Mr. Williams, salute. CJ, what's popping? Trying my best, kiddo. You know what I mean? Son, kid. Man. First super chat for the super perspective. I like it, man. Jay Smith, what up, Playboy? How you? Leon, what's popping? Big Set in the building. Mrs. Mary Berry in the building. I like it. So solid. What up? Perfect. Yeah, man, we got 40 people in the building. Dr. G, what up? Bino, what up? And let me check the likes real quick. We have 25 likes. Let's make sure the likes match the viewership and we get it popping, man. Trevor Trav, what up, Playboy? I'm like, what's that? Sage?
Nah, this that smoked old fashioned.
Oh,
Shit like that. Shit like that.
Perfect.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
damn, man. All right, I'll turn it up. Put a 1 in the chat, man, if you're feeling good, man. I'm feeling good, man. We got almost 50 people in the chat already, man. Please hit the share button. This might be risky. Usually ain't in the algorithm all crazy on Sundays, on weekends generally, but that might change, man. We'll see. What up, man? Y'all good? Y'all ready? Showing you good?
Absolutely.
Popping, man.
Let's get it, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel.
What you doing, dickhead?
Dickhead.
Yeah.
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 Yo. Perfect.
So we are drinking.
Hey man, bro, you know what the game is, man.
Give me 2 seconds. I'll give my
Vibes, man. You know what I'm saying? Got the dark skinned cherries. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. We bringing the vibes, man. They come kick it with us, man. It's like a kickback, man. You know what I'm saying?
Feel me?
Yeah, man. Some niggas argue all day, man, but we bring vibes, man.
You gotta have that catalyst, man. You know what I mean? I like that. Well, let me play it one more time while Shy go get his shit. You know what I mean?
What you doing, dickhead?
Dickhead.
Yeah.
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 Yo.
Hey, man, nothing like a good old fashioned. You feel me?
You act like they don't want to answer. You gotta ask them a million times. You know what I mean? You had to turn the yerp to a yo because niggas ain't listening. You know what I mean? You ready, Sean? What you got for us, Playboy?
Absolutely. So look, man, we like to kick it off with an icebreaker, man. This game is called 21 Questions. The way this shit go is we got questions and we need some answers. And it's gonna be truth or drink style. So I hope y'all got a drink. Either you gonna answer the question or you gonna take a drink. You know what I'm saying? Easy enough?
Easy enough.
All right. So we gonna kick this off right here, man.
Go ahead.
Shot, you ready?
Let's do it, man.
Hey man, look, Shot, you got the first question, bro. What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you during sex? You can answer or you can take a drink.
What's embarrassing?
This nigga.
Damn.
Look at this. You got the
My worst. I'm drinking. I'm drinking. My worst story is kind of. I'm drinking.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Fuck it. Nah, fuck that. I'm not a pussy. Fuck it. I guess it's embarrassing. I'm in college. I hope she ain't watching. I'm in college. I've been knowing this chick since like elementary school. We had a little crush, but we never quite whatever. Some kind of way the vibes got into the vibe. We decided to mess around. Long story short, it was a murder scene. It was a murder scene when it was over with. It was like it looked like somebody got shot and they bled out. It just everywhere. It was.
Oh, it's still pumping.
And my mom like, we can work through it. I'm thinking, that's all good. You know, I'm gonna run the red light today.
That was my question. Did you know? Because I was about to call cap on this, right? The cap part was we know. You could feel that shit when that shit.
I knew.
Yeah, that's the real part of it.
But he left out he was in there raw diggity too.
No, it's not. I'm not a raw dog Roger, okay?
Because niggas know if she on that, she ain't gonna get pregnant. That's all niggas care about.
Shout out to y'all raw dog Roger. You know what I mean?
Don't care about no STDs, bro. We gotta stop. I hate that shit when people act like they scared to get burnt. No, they don't want her to get pregnant. That's all niggas care about.
I mean, that's a fact. I ain't acting like I ain't never, you know what I mean? Yeah.
But
yeah, for sure.
You is when you knew she was on that 28 days, nigga, you left that wallet and them condoms in the car. That's all I'm saying. that stale Magnum you had in there, motherfucker.
And that I keep in a wallet, they got the wrinkles in it. Hey, fellas, that's a no, man. Do not put them condoms in your wallet, bro. They are not going to be as effective.
Too late.
Who use condoms?
Wow.
Yo, man.
I want to hear y'all stories. I feel like my story is kind of light, bro. Like I feel like y'all got something a little crazier. That's kind of light.
Me to go.
You go, nigga.
Oh man. All right, so this.
Hold on, let me go.
Yeah.
Yo, Sean, look. Sean.
Hey, look. Yo.
Your turn.
All right. Yo, it really didn't necessarily. Well, all right, I'll tell the one that happened to me, bro. So it was this chick, man. She was fine. She half black and Korean, and so she flew into town. And so, I didn't even know that I was gonna get a chance to smash, bro. And so we in her hotel room. She trying shit on, and before you know it, like she naked in front of me type shit, and it just went there. Now, the whole time, some years ago, we have been talking shit back and forth, and I'm talking heavy shit, my nigga. Oh, okay. All right, I'm talking heavy shit, right? So I'm talking heavy shit to shorty, right? And so then, bro, I get in the pussy, my nigga, and I swear to God, instant oatmeal. minute and a half. Yo, minute and a half, bro. Minute and a half. Yo, look, minute and a half. Y'all can hear me though. It sound better?
Yeah.
All right, minute and a half, bro. Instant oatmeal. The only thing that saved me, I swear to God, I jumped out, started eating that motherfucker again, and then got back to it in about 7 minutes. Other than that, that first shit was instant oatmeal.
Oh, that's your most embarrassing story?
Yeah.
This why
Instant
I'm
oatmeal. It was instant oatmeal. If you call the captain, I got a drink.
Stop the cap.
That one.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Don't necessarily.
Come on, bro. Come on, son.
No, the instant oatmeal. Look, that was a bad dick report, right? I saved it at the last minute, but it kind of was a bad dick report.
Did you like her?
I did.
Oh, okay. That's different.
Yeah, I did.
I'm about
Second time was better. The first one, instant oatmeal.
Let me tell y'all this. Ladies, if he pop his shit through his boxes, he don't fucking like you. Okay. All right, let me just tell y'all that. Let's just get that out the way right here, right?
Just for the record, I can't pop my shit through no boxes. Just for the record.
Yo, come on,
Hey,
Put him in the fucking bed. Get him out of here. Come on.
That's not my story.
We gotta watch Sean. We gotta control Sean, man.
Come on, son.
Sean turned it to the Sean Antonio experience real fast.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Here he go with this shit.
Hey man, look. All right, so that was the first question, man.
All right.
Hamp called cap on me on that one, but I got way more stories, man. That's the first one that came to mind.
Mm.
All right, so look, this is the next question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a jump. All right, who's the one person you regret sleeping with, and why?
Like her name?
And you can answer or you can drink. It's really up to you, big dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, here's the fly shit. I can't even remember her name.
Or you can get descriptors. You ain't even gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, what was her name, yo? Yo, fucking nigga. So this girl, this gonna sound like cat, real shit. Right? This why this show is needed. Niggas be swearing like shit is just impossible for niggas. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this girl come in my room, son. Word to me, she would not leave, my nigga. She would not leave. She like, yo, I've been wanting to have sex. It was like I stayed at school over so-called Thanksgiving break.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of empty. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't feel like going from North Carolina to Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? So she like in my room. Gina, that's a Regina. Damn, I wish somebody go to my school might be here. But whatever. So she would not leave my room, son. I'm like, yo, I'm not smashing you. She would not fucking leave, bro. And I'm like, I wanted to like throw her out the room, but she just wouldn't leave. She like, no. I said, all right, you gotta give me some head. That's the only way I do whatever. Son, I hit this girl for all of 30 seconds, bro. I was so disgusted with myself, my nigga. She at least 250. At least 250.
Was the proportion?
No, hell nah, nigga. That shit like spaghetti. Messy, bro. I'm like, I can't believe this shit, bro. She waved at me on campus. I gave her the because I didn't want to make it obvious like this. I'm like, yo, fuck out of here, man. That shit. What the fuck? I can't remember her name. Gina, I think. Terrible.
Too.
Yo, the body, like everything where you didn't want it to be type shit. Horrible, son. Horrible.
So that's crazy. Spaghetti is crazy. Just for the record.
Body like spaghetti, bro. A mess.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Sean a little more time to think about his. But look, mine was.
To be honest with you, bro, I don't feel like I got no regrets. I feel like, hey, listen what I'm saying. I'm not saying it ain't a couple of months.
Boy, if you don't.
Nah, listen, bro. Hey, the experiences made me who I am today, bro.
No,
You know what I mean?
hey, did Sean say? Oh, wait, he did say regret. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have like a regret.
I got one. This chick, I don't know her name. I gotta call her Skunk Puss because that's how she is in my phone when I remember her. So I call her Skunk Puss, bro. Back in college, we would call chicks on the party line. Don't act like I'm the only nigga that was on the party line because you niggas probably was on one that one too.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not. I heard y'all say this a couple of times. I'm not familiar with the party line. I don't think we had one back home. Maybe we did. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, nigga, y'all ain't have phones and shit.
Access.
Like,
He probably wasn't aware of it.
yeah. That's
All right. So what's the party line?
It's like you call into a number. And it's like
It's a group chat.
Like people on there. You know what I'm saying? Talking and shit like
It's
that.
a group call.
Yeah, a big ass group call. You know what I'm saying? And so I called to the party line. Now I had previously had bad experiences on there too. You know what I'm saying? And so I call and I meet this chick. So we go, I scoop her. She in a hood in Chicago, in Inglewood. Worst part on the south side. So first off, I'm like, no. I pick her up. She already don't look good, but I'm like, I already booked the motel. And when I say motel, I didn't misspeak, nigga. I mean motel. They got a 4-hour nap. That shit was like $40-something. I didn't even need the 4 hours, but yeah.
Sure.
So we go to the Modi, bro. And so, we smoke real quick and then we get to it, bro. And this is where I came up with the term I call peekaboo pussy. I played stink finger a little bit and it was cool. I swear to God, 3 pumps in, I'm 3 pumps in, nigga, the scent hit my motherfucking nostrils, nigga, like Canelo got hit last weekend, bro. When I tell you that shit was something I had never smoked in my life, son. And so I swear I stopped and I said, you know what, we shouldn't be doing this. I got a girl. And so we packed our shit up. When I was dropping her off, she said, you gonna call me again? I said, yeah. She said, no, you ain't. Never called her again. And I promise, she one of them chicks I said, I couldn't wipe that smell off my dick, bro. It wouldn't come off. Probably until a day and a half later. That shit was terrible. I regret that shit. I should have kept driving when I went to pick her up.
Nigga, no, that shit. That's why I don't like this woke shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I use Irish Spring, my nigga.
Irish Spring wasn't getting that off, bro.
Nigga, Irish Spring will get the boom out of a bomb, nigga. You heard? Yo, yeah, this woke. I had this one chick. She laying on the bed glistening and shit, but she used black soap, nigga.
That's what I use.
Her shit smell like halftime. Like, yo, that shit don't work, bro.
That ain't the black soap, bro. That's something else. They not even supposed to use soap on the vagina anyway, huh?
I don't know what they supposed to do. I know what she didn't do is use soap.
You don't supposed to clean the vagina with soap, man.
Why?
Because it's sensitive,
bro.
Hemp, come on, bro. You supposed to know this, Hemp. They don't take soap and wipe the lips of the vagina, bro.
Take this walk with me, okay?
I'm walking. Come just walk.
Hold on. Matter of fact, let's do it. Hold on. Let me do this.
Walk with me.
Let me tell you something. As much trauma as these vaginas is taking, and now they worried about soap. You shitting me? Huh? How many chicks you smash, she ain't know your last name. But now we worried about soap?
Huh? They can't put soap down there, Hemp.
Whoa. They put take everything else down there. But now Irish Spring is where we draw the line.
Hey, ladies in the chat, tell him I'm right, man. You're not putting soap on the vagina, man.
No, but
they are.
They only know James by his nickname though.
Right.
So they can take James down there, but they can't take Irish Spring.
Man.
Come on, Shaw. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Hey, did they respond to that? What they saying? Help? Am I right or am I wrong?
Oh, they laughing.
Oh, okay. They got products and stuff. They got the little products they use, you know what I mean? To keep the pH balance and stuff like that. But Definitely not Irish Spring hemp. Come on,
One
man.
chick said she used boric acid.
Yeah, boy, acid stuff like
Bro,
that.
we tried that in the crib when we had roaches. I'm like, really on the pussy? I
Yo,
don't know.
listen, man.
Oh,
I just be here. My man, I think we be overthinking that shit, boy. They don't worry about nothing else going in there. But Irish Spring is where they draw the line. It's crazy.
Hey, look, all right, so we're gonna get to the next question. This next question ain't about sex, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's interesting. So look, I need y'all to be some of the niggas in the Discord right now. I need y'all to transform for a minute, bro. I need you to transform into a fucking hater. In your mind, just know that you gotta be your favorite hater, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Be nice, whoever. Your favorite hater, my nigga. Shout out to the haters. All right.
Somebody call Be Nice. Go tag that nigga.
Shout out to Be Nice. Favorite hater, right? All right. If you were a hater, let me go. One more setup question. Hamp, I know you got a sister. Shah, do you have a sister?
Nah.
All right, cool. All right. If you was a hater and you had a sister, which one of us would you least want your sister to date and why?
And we haters, right?
Yeah.
You.
Why?
You go first, help. It's definitely you, Sean.
You haven't heard do the wrong shit at the right time. That's why, nigga.
That would have on the stroll.
How you manipulate her mind, Sean? She'd be doing wild shit. Won't be talking to family and all that. You know what I mean? She be wearing no shoes and shit. Know how to sew. Her life be full of screen print and iron on, nigga.
Sean would have an outside beating on the door. Sean, why? You told us this is forever. No, baby, nothing's forever.
Oh shit. Oh man. You know what? My answer is harder than it seems, right? My answer is harder than it seems. Pause. I'm gonna go against the grain and I'm gonna say this nigga right here, right?
Me?
Look, this is the thing with Hamp, they gonna know they gonna know like this nigga accused he bit my ass cheek in the club. Ain't gonna be long term with this nigga. This nigga right here, this motherfucker gonna come barefoot. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They gonna go glamping and shit, my nigga. It's gonna be rose petals and shit.
You're not wrong though. You're not wrong.
With a wet butt, as the old man said, my nigga. This nigga gonna be toxic as hell, poetic and shit. And, man.
I'm gonna write a poem on the first day and put it in the frame. You right.
No, that's y'all. That's pot kettle though, which y'all just discussed. Y'all the same nigga in that regard. Because it's the mind that I know y'all could take a hold of. Salute the kinfolk. I know kinfolk don't know this is a show. Once she find out, she gonna be mad she wasn't here in the beginning, nigga.
Shout out to kinfolk.
Anything Shaw say, kinfolk agree. Fuck.
Everything.
Shout out to kinfolk, man.
That's why I wrestle, and this probably another episode, but that's why I wrestle with the women control access shit. Cause once you get in her head, nigga, there's nothing that you don't control access to. And I think both of y'all have that particular skill set. It could be used for good or evil. You know what I'm saying? Honestly.
That's true.
Mostly evil. You know what I'm saying? Why not? You know what I'm saying? Because why not? Hey, look. This question is gonna get a little sticky. Y'all may or may not want to answer this. I don't know if I want to answer this question. Have you ever secretly crushed one of your homies' girls, exes, or BMs?
Like when he was with her type shit?
Girls, exes, or BM.
So
you don't know to this day.
This a wild story. them niggas I don't even talk to one of them most. He not watching this. I promise y'all I didn't know. This in college. Me and Shorty in the same like chemistry class. We've been flirting or whatever. This is one of them situations when in the Discord they were saying like you got to chase. This just one of them times I kind of struck gold. Maybe she was already interested. I never knew, but I actually like gave her some energy back and it went to the moon. My homies and this particular guy, he was like new to the friend group. My homies was more cool than I was. They sitting down in the, in the dorm, they got like the common area. They sit in the common area and he's like sad, talking about a girl that he's dealing with and they going through some issues. I don't hear the name, but I'm headed to her room while they're like kumbaya with him. He's like, yeah, man, it's gonna be all right, bro. Like, y'all go through things, da da da. I'm headed to her dorm room to go, we already set it up, the session. When I come back, they tell me who the girl is. And I'm like, damn, that's where I just came from. I didn't tell them that, but I'm thinking in my head, but I'm like, I'm struggling because I'm like, he not my friend? Like he's an associate, but he ain't my homie, but he about to be my homie. But we not homies yet. And I didn't know that it was his girl at the time I was headed over there. So it doesn't make it wrong, but we never had a conversation after. And I kind of kept doing it for a little while. That made me a piece of shit.
So yeah, why you preface it with I didn't know?
I mean, they was broke up though. That's what I'm saying. They was broken up. So when I started it, I didn't know it only lasted like a couple of like 3 or 4 times. And, it was never going. We were just messing around for like a semester. But I'm saying like once I found out that was his ex. I mean, it's like it's his ex. It wasn't his girl.
But he was heartbroken.
I guess, man. He was doing this sad his car Thomas thing. They was.
Why you ain't tell him?
You think he needs to know that?
I mean, think about it. He crying over her, right? And he be like, "Yo, son, she ain't worth it, my nigga. I just XYZ'd her." Know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm thinking about that.
Save the nigga.
I could have told her, but again, we wasn't like super tight. Like I said, he was a new addition to the clique, so I'm still kind of like cool on him all. But then we got more cool over time. But by that time, that situation was over with. So I was like, I ain't gonna be like, hey, by the way, last semester, me and your ex was enjoying each other. It just I ain't see the need to.
Hey, that's why I chose him because he said enjoying each other. See, that's the toxic shit I'm talking about.
At that time, it wasn't necessary.
He said we were sharing time and space, man. Look,
yeah, man, we were just getting acquainted.
Poetic way to say I fucked the shit out your girl.
we was getting acquainted, so I didn't feel the need to like spin a block and let him know that. But like that night when I found out he was talking about her, I was just like, oh shit, how crazy is that? They sitting having a kumbaya, and I was headed to a room.
That happens though. That happens to a lot of niggas, man. Know what I'm saying? Because the chick, if that's what type of time she on, she gonna be on that type of time.
She gonna be on it. No amount of defense can stop her.
But I ain't gonna lie, I had a conversation with a nigga, but he played football though. That's why. So whatever. I think I had just gotten to the school type shit, so I ain't know really nobody. This even before spring ball type shit. So hitting this girl, whatever the case is, then he like, you know what I mean? He XYZing over her. I'm like, yo, son, she be wilding. Like straight like that, nigga. Especially because we play football though. So at the very least, like, come on, I gotta say something. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We in the trenches together, and you know what I mean? And then he could do what he will with that information type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's a different situation because we both play football. You know what I'm saying? So I think that makes it different because we so close together. You know what I'm saying?
For me, it's one story I can't tell. I would drink before I told that story. The other one, right? So long story short, I grew up with this one nigga. We call him Lump. The funny thing about it, I swear to God, my homie from my block called me yesterday about this nigga and called this nigga a hater. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, he had this chick that was his chick in high school, right? Little red bone John. So I'm home from college, and me and her talking back and forth, and it go there. She like, yeah, I'm gonna slide through. So she come through, her and her cousin. Her cousin stays outside with my cousin. She come through with a trench coat on, no exaggeration, with lingerie on underneath. This, you know what I'm saying? So we go in the crib, we get busy. It is what it is. Now I know that was his chick in high school, but nigga, we 3-4 years removed. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I know it ain't his chick at that time. I see the nigga at the reunion. He like, man. I'm like, what up, lump? He like, man, cuz you hit my girl. Who? Alicia. Oh yeah, I fucked her. What's up? Man, cuz nigga, what? Nigga, that ain't your bitch no more, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that's all he couldn't say or do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? But he had a history over the years of this type of shit. This wasn't the last time something like that happened, type shit. But my thing is, my nigga, it ain't your other chick was my chick before she was your chick, and I ain't catch no feelings, my nigga. I don't understand the situation, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So every time, so me and my brother now got a habit, and my brother's his barber. That's the funny thing. We got a habit now of like dealing with chicks that he dealt with, and he get mad every single time. He can't do nothing, but he just gets salty every time.
One of my cousins had wifed up the one of the town slores and shit, and niggas like, yo, he like, yo, son, he was talking to I think my brother or something. He's like, yo, you hit up what's her name? And like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And he like, yo, that's my girl. Niggas like, nigga, you selfish, nigga. That was the instant reply. Like, nigga, you selfish as fuck. Why you did that? Why you wife her knowing niggas be, you know what I mean?
Bro.
Pass around.
Yo.
Like, and like, nigga, she's a slort, nigga. You selfish as fuck. He's like, what are you talking? You selfish, my nigga. You know niggas be sliding on that. And then you gonna huggy bear this shit? You selfish as hell.
Bro. I ain't told him this, so I hope if he see this, man, he my guy, but I never told him that Shorty told me this. We had these two joints from Connecticut. Shout out to Groton, Connecticut. You pronounce it Groton, right? Groton?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they from that area. So we had these two joints coming to Chicago, you know what I'm saying? And they partying, you know what I'm saying, with whoever other guys is there. Bro come through and he meet her at my crib, you know what I'm saying? He partying with us. The next time they come in town, he's telling her, yeah, you shouldn't stay at Sean's crib, you should stay at my crib. What? Nigga, you met her when you walked into my crib, nigga. They were naked. You trying to cuff? Nigga, they was naked when you walked in and shook their hand, my nigga. The fuck? Always a cuffer somewhere, my nigga. Always a cuffer,
Bro. Real shit. Yo, that
Perfect.
a lot of shit be happening, man. A lot of shit be happening like that. I don't even know if you could be like, yo, son, because once a nigga stop listening, he stopped listening, bro. Once he like a nigga's will come up with every reason to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? They want you to change your decorum around the floor. Like, we know her, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't bring her nowhere. Yo, we had a cookout. Anybody want a hot dog? She's on me. We like,
Niggas is childish, bro. That's a fact, though. That's a fact.
oh, you know what I'm saying? Niggas smirking and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just.
bro.
But see, you know what get me in trouble, right? And I realize this about myself, bro. Like, I be on bullshit sometimes, but I'm still kind of like the R&B nigga, right? So, like, when I first moved to Atlanta, and I was hanging around like these trainers. So we, you know, my one of my homies was a trainer. So I'm hanging around the trainers, and I tell y'all, the trainers, the way they get to move around the earth is ridiculous. It's like they can go past the money barrier, all that. They chill it up. They can do what they have in their way. Mm-hmm. And it was just one particular chick that I knew, like, at least 3 of them had already like knocked off the same chick. And then of course, like, you know, she made her rounds, but I guess I'm the one who's like, when she pull up on me, we might we might kick it for a minute. They probably send her straight home. So she thinking, because I'm like a gentleman about it, this is a safe place to land. And it's like, no, it's the rules are the same. I'm just like, I might not just kick you out the crib. You know what I mean? I was like, I get it now. What I be doing. Which is why, like, I can't play that game. I don't play the game good enough. Like some guys, they can pull up to the crib, they smash. They like, I'm gonna holler at you, baby girl. Like, I'm gonna catch you next time. I'm not about to wife you. If that's not the situation. But I'll be nice about it. And I know some niggas not like that. They gonna, it's like it is what it is. We gonna hit and then we out of here. And then not all chicks now. Don't get it twisted. This not the standard operating. But I'm saying there are times I'm like, man, you cool enough to like kick it for me. We can go outside and listen to some music. You know what I mean? Talk a little bit, but you still gotta leave. You can't spend the night.
So that's work, bro.
But I got a story like that, but I ain't gonna tell it because it's I'll save it for another time.
So I had to change my course of action because I realized I guess that was sending like mixed signals because I ain't kick her out immediately.
Yeah.
But I told her what it was though. I told her like it ain't the same thing, but you gotta leave immediately.
Yo, cause it be one nigga in her past that did what my cousin did and start kissing her on the lips.
Oh, see, nah, that ain't my story. That ain't my story.
So then when you telling them the truth, they don't believe you either. You know what I'm saying? And then when you find somebody you actually like, they be acting bamboozled and shit. Because you was a little bit nice to him because the last nigga wiped him.
That makes sense. Yeah, I get that.
You know.
Hey, look, just for the record, some of these questions are designed, man, to make you drink. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This next question is one of them questions, man. All right. If you had to call one of your exes right now and say, I miss you, who would it be and why?
And they got to drink.
John, who would it be and why, man?
I'm drinking too. Fuck that. I'm drinking. I'm drinking.
Oh,
I ain't
Yep.
She called me.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take a pass on that one too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna take a pass on that.
I'm taking shots.
Yeah, bro.
Shots.
Extra look.
I'm in love, nigga. Fuck that shit.
Absolutely. All right.
How many more questions we got, Sean? We doing them all today?
No, I'm just perusing through the questions. I refuse to say bounce around. Pause. All right. So some of these questions right here ain't about sex. So far right here, right? All right.
2K, what up, lady? Oh, what up? Alibaba was goody. Sporty's in the building. Ninja Cool, I see you, man. Salute to everybody I missed. John, Wapo. Okay. Hakeem, what up? Decatur, I see you. Truth was popping. Go ahead, Sean.
All right, cool. All right, so we gonna talk a little bit about career, money, and shit like that. I want to know
Shit like that. Shit like that.
You know what? Before we get to that, man, I want to change the pace with this question. When is the last time you cried? Why did you cry? And did you tell anybody? I think this is really interesting for HAMP. You know what I'm saying? Part of this is giving us an opportunity to get to know each other and everybody get to know us in a different way instead of just hearing our opinions on these topics. And so this nigga HAMP is the anti-estrogen. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, we all got estrogen inside our bodies. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Nigga said if you break your back, if you cry, that's gay. That's what HAMP said.
What?
The question. The last time you cried, and what was it about?
Nobody crying about nothing, nigga. Damn.
Yeah, your tear ducts work too, nigga.
I don't really cry, nigga.
Hey man, where's the cap sound, man?
Yo, I'm just saying, bro.
Stop the cap.
Damn. But see, cause it like changed the. All right. I say, all right, my son. Then I say that's probably, I think, when he was born, that shit was so crazy, like that part, cause I felt helpless. You know what I'm saying? Cause I gotta protect them, and I couldn't do nothing about the situation. Or there's things I maybe could have done that I beat myself up over. You know what I'm saying? But that probably was the time.
God damn, that was a long time ago, nigga. Your turducken is unemployed, nigga.
He's 2.5.
Is unemployed, nigga. Shout out to Trump. Damn, nigga. What the fuck?
Yo, man.
Oh,
Yo,
shit. Oh, man. All right, Sean. What about you? Last time you cried?
It's been a minute, bro. It's been a minute, actually. But the last time I cried, bro, I think I was thinking about my homie Denzel who got murdered.
Mhm.
He got murdered like 3-4 years ago. Hard times. They killed that boy, man, and drug him down the highway, bro. And so I was watching something, bro. I think I was watching something that reminded me of him, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, I just like it just brought tears in my eyes just thinking about, you know what I mean? Like, that was like my first best friend. We stayed cool. You know, we've been cool for damn near. I met the nigga when I was like 8 years old. So that's like a 25-year friendship. And I remember, bro, I started crying. So I called his mom because I was like, you know, his mom sometimes she'll randomly call me because I think when she talked to me, it kind of pushed her back in that place, you know, like one of her sons. And shit, talking to her made it worse, bro, because I could tell how helpless she was, that the crime has still been unsolved. And, you know, JPD is a small force. So, like, it's a cold case. So she has no idea who killed her son. And so, yeah, that was the last time, bro, just thinking about dude, thinking about his family, talking to his mom. And just, yeah, I had a rough day that day.
Yeah, bro. Hey, man. To him, man. Real talk.
Yep.
yeah, God bless his dad, boy.
For sure.
Ham, they calling cap on you, bro. They saying you cried in April.
Callie don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah, they said he'll cry at the event. They did say that.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't. It was very.
Callie, what happened, Callie? Tell us what happened, Callie.
It was very heartfelt. If I was a crying ass nigga, that would have been a moment, you know. I'm just not a crying ass nigga. That's it. Like,
this nigga tear ducks is mad, nigga. Damn.
oh, now hold on. Let me think. When I was supposed to cry when I got my shoulder worked on and I couldn't move my shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't. I hate feeling weak. You know what I'm saying? That shit bothers me. You know what I'm saying? If I can't do something physically. So when I was in the hospital, I'm trying to move my shit, but one is numb as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Your arm be numb for a whole 48 hours. You know, that shit bothered the hell out of me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
When you say I was supposed to cry, explain that. What does that mean?
Oh, like I can see like people crying, like
okay.
Like, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hey, bro, I just lied, but I'm gonna go out to Sean. I just lied. Damn, I just lied. I cried after that too. But I'm gonna let y'all go. I just lied. Bro. I cried after that, bro. Damn.
Mine was after we dropped my daughter off at college. I was cool when we dropped her off. She sent a text message to our group chat, and she sent I don't want to get she sent the video of the band playing outside. And I forgot her exact words. I got to go back and look. And she said, like, I really love it here, guys. Like, I'm glad I came here. And that's when the shit just all, like, hit me like, damn, my baby really in college. And that's when that shit got me. I'm like, oh, shit got me.
Now, those are cry-worthy moments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you stub your toe, my nigga. Like,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I cried after the murder though. I just thought about it. Damn, bro, I cried last year, bro, when I finished my film. For real, bro, because like, you know, y'all all the businessmen, right? Y'all use y'all mind to create things, and bro, like before I finished that film, I was in a weird spot. We talked about it, you know, offline, just like with in that relationship where I was mentally. I kind of fell off my ground a little bit. Like for me, my creative process is just as important to me as like working, making money. Like that's how eventually I'm gonna live my life being able to be creatively full time. And so like to be able to get back to it, have an idea, execute, see it happen, and see what's happening with it now. Like I don't know, bro. It was just like a fulfilling moment, and I was crazy. I was just talking to the camera about like, bro, I did it. Proud of myself. You know, I knocked it out, and I started crying. I ended the video. I'm like, fuck that. Y'all ain't finna see this. But bro, I just was like overwhelmed by just thinking about where I was a year ago. Like a nigga was, and I ain't never been suicidal. I ain't never been No, I mean, I had moments where I kind of felt like I fell off, but like I remember was the time I was like, bro, I can't do it no more. I don't got that sick. I don't have that first step. I don't know, like, and I was tripping because I had never felt that. So yeah, to get it back, you know what I mean, to be able to work that muscle again and write and create again, I was excited. So yeah, I shed some tears, but I ain't gonna lie.
And I want to give credence to y'all crybaby ass niggas in those moments.
Yeah.
Like y'all niggas is crybaby, no question. But those moments
Yeah.
make sense to me. Like when I process it, baby girl going to college, accomplishing something like making a movie,
Mm-hmm.
school, you know what I mean? Your first kid, you know what I mean? Maybe, you know, like shit like that. It makes sense to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but that you know what I mean? Niggas be like too, you know what I mean? Like, come on, my nigga, your fifth kid, you still crying? Ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, but nah, that shit is real, bro. What up? Damn, man.
Hey, this my second woke juice of the day. Coconut water.
Hey, I'll be on that coconut water. Real shit.
That's your man.
All right, look, this next one, man. This one is kind of in lockstep of what we just talked about. All right, tell us about a time when you failed at something, what happened, and what you learned from it.
Failed at something?
Mm-hmm.
You said the last time or the biggest? Like,
The most, not the last time. Tell us about a time. Maybe the biggest. Yeah. Pause.
I think for me, disappointment was like one of the most like impactful things. You know what I'm saying? Like when I went to prison, my mom was doing all the shit that moms do. She crying, yelling at the judge, whatever shit. You know what I mean? I'm in there looking like the fucking Michelin man. I got 6 shirts on, a sweatsuit, 6 pairs of underwears and shit like that, right? Because I say, let me get a week to get my shit together. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I'm going in there and shit. And I did the look back, right? And my father face was like that face is ingrained in my head. Feel me? Like just how he was looking, Like that part was like it felt like failure to me, but I think it was just a disappointing feeling. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because in business, jobs, football, like that shit comes, you know what I'm saying? You literally got competition, back and forth. I missed plenty of tackles. I still think about a couple of tackles I missed, like I missed one tackle in the first quarter, bro. I think about this tackle like every 2 months.
Wait, hold on. Don't speed past that part, the first part. Hold on. What do you think your dad was thinking in that moment?
Like, oh yeah, nah, my bad. I was like damn, like I don't really fucking know. I never asked him.
Do you think?
So,
what do you think How do you think that moment compared to his expectation of you? Because think about it. Parents, they bragging about their kids and all types of shit. Everything you do for years. So like, how you think he was feeling in that moment?
I don't think he was disappointed in me though. It just that he was hurt. But he don't say like I love you and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like he, old school Marine nigga, construction working. You know what I'm saying? But like he'd do anything he can, like no matter what. Money, don't matter, to help us. And it was just like he couldn't help. He felt helplessness was in his face. That's what it was, And now I'm pretty sturdy. You know what I mean? Like y'all see sis pretty sturdy. Y'all see my brothers, right? They pretty sturdy. But I'm the most sturdy. I'm not even talking shit. I'm the most sturdy for sure. And it's a wide margin kind of, right? While they still sturdy though. So obviously I'm able to, I far surpassed that stuff. But him being helpless in that moment, like it was after I graduated, you know what I mean? The whole 9 yards. You know what I'm saying? And I was in everything, fellas. Piano, drums, saxophone, swimming, every fucking thing you can imagine, Him and my mom be going back and forth. I gotta get them on the show first off.
Oh, that's gonna be dope.
But he's like you he be telling her, you poured everything into this nigga, you let these other niggas hanging. So, you know, when you just think about the full circle, now I think I benefited from all that, right? Where I am now. But that part, he felt helpless. I don't think he was like, I fucked up to that point. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that's what I would say.
Okay. What about you?
I think y'all probably already know. I done said it a million times. Let me just say this: like, I think first of all, like, shout out to him, man, for this idea, bro. Because I think people have an idea of what this show's gonna be about, but I promise y'all gonna realize, like, nah, it's not about this. It's gonna be a full picture because, right, like niggas kick shit, right? We started off kicking shit. We talking about past experiences, but there's a lot of substance in what this show is gonna be about. And I know that because of the other two guys up here with me. Like, we have conversations outside of like the internet, and I've gone to them about things in my own life because I'm still learning a few things, right? So when I think about your question, Sean, I think about my engagement, bro. Bro, like when I got out on one knee as a guy who didn't see it in my house, wasn't really inspired by the relationship that I was around, and I finally got to that point where I bought a home and I told a woman I would not let you be in this house more than 6 months without me putting a ring on your finger, and I executed. And then to like all that to leave and lose all that, my life kind of has to like repurpose, reshift, bro. I would say now recovered, but that was a loss that took a minute to get back from. Because so much was invested, and not only me. And I said this before. I said this to y'all, like when you get engaged, bro, you get like I'm the oldest cousin on both sides of my family, so I'm like the one who like they look at me. I think sometimes like they look at me to see where the family is going, right? Like none of my cousins are married. I'm the oldest. Nobody has children on my dad's side. There are two girls on my mom's side that have kids, but outside of that, no one has children, right? So it was like, all right, Shad, the oldest male, he get married. He's setting the example for everybody else, and to like fail in that way, bro, and kind of like reset everything. No, you know what I mean? It was a big weight on my shoulder because I could see everybody kind of looking to me like, all right, what's Shad gonna do with this? Is he gonna give us a reason to like follow in his footsteps? And I failed, you know what I mean? We failed. And so that was a lot, bro. Like having to call my mom, who was like, you know, super excited to see her son finally get out of the game. She knows me being a playboy most of my life, to see me take somebody serious, be faithful. Like I could see the excitement in her. Like I have a daughter-in-law now. I potentially have grandchildren, and then all that to get taken away from her, she was really disappointed. I think even now, sometimes we talk, I can still tell, bro, like it's that disappointment is still lingering. Because she values family so much, and she has two boys. Neither my brother or neither of us have children. We're getting older, and I think my mom is in that state of life where she wants grandchildren.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. She want to do it again. I haven't been able to give that to her. My dad and them is interesting. I told you my dad when I told my dad and what happened, they were just like, "Hey man, that's how it is." That's the type of men they are. They kind of like him. They not crying about nothing. It is what it is. We just push through. So yeah, bro, like internet engagement, bro, that was big, man, because it was so much invested, so much time. That was a 5-year relationship.
Yo, Shad. Oh, go ahead, Sean.
No, you got it.
Nah, I was just gonna say the structure around it, to me, foreshadows the ending.
For sure.
For everybody except you, right?
For sure.
There's absolutes that were in that equation that collapsed the equation. The house, 6 months, the expectations, right?
Yep.
Trying to prop her up, and even like how they say, save us, save her. You know? I don't know if I ever said this on the stream. Hold on, babe. I thought it was her. I think we got married within 6 months.
Yeah, you told me that. Yep.
Like fuck it.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, there's screws that you probably want to tighten.
Yeah.
It don't take all day to realize sunshine, right? Common. You know, I find that when people are so structured, it's for other reasons except them two. You know what I mean?
Nah, everything you saying is 100%, G. Everything you saying is 100% right.
Yeah.
It was a lot of cosplaying. I like that word y'all using Discord. It was I was cosplaying in some ways, right? I was like you said, I'm playing this role because I know eyes are on me. I'm being watched, but all the checks and balances aren't there. But I'm playing this role because I'm here now. Can't go back.
Yeah. Real shit.
I don't know if I said this, but like one of my like, she's like, I don't have a sister, but she's like my sister. Like during the situation, bro, she was holding it down. But you know, you have conversations with people after things end, and she said, when you told me you was finna get engaged, my first mindset was what? After all the stuff, like the stuff we've been talking about, and the things you're trying to work through that haven't been fixed yet, and you still finna go through it. She's like, I wasn't gonna say anything because at the end of the day, I don't want to be the reason why it doesn't work out. But when you told me to help you plan this beautiful occasion, she said her first instinct was like, "What?
Yo, that see that right there? Hold on, Sean. My bad. I know I'm wilding. Ladies, listen to me close. Turn your TV off right now, nigga. Mute Bad Girls Club, whatever y'all watch. This is the reason why when I be pushing the women's POV to be more candid with each other, is because how you do anything is how you do everything. There's so much substantive information that y'all could share, but y'all don't. Right? Y'all are reserved in it, right? You don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. You don't think it's your business, right? If you don't know if it's your business or not, say something and find out. Somebody will tell you shut the fuck up. But what do we always say? Ask for forgiveness as opposed to permission. Because these things are righteous. But y'all be holding back, and y'all actually hold back more substance as well. That's why I be pushing them in that way. Not for women to argue, but say the thing that people need to hear. Go ahead, Sean.
Shaw, I'm listening to what you said, right? And I think my main question for you is what could you have done better in that situation to keep it from ending the way it did?
Man, a lot of stuff, Sean. I said this, bro. My introduction was flimsy. It was laissez-faire. Because again, right, like the majority of my life, when you having your way, you know, women get in line, but because there's not a lot of substance, it's easy to. You know what I mean? We just the vibe. We going off the vibe. If I like you, you like me. But then you get into this situation where they're like very foundational issues. You're like, oh, it's cool, whatever. It'll be all right in the end. I think in some ways, in my mindset, I was thinking the more serious I show her I am, the better this thing will become. And so I learned on the back end, they say like relationships are built on agreements, not expectations. So we need to talk about what we're agreeing to do before we move forward. And so what happened is, Sean, I started learning as I was in it, but I had set such a bad precedent and foundation. Now trying to overcorrect myself and set out these foundations, and she used to this flimsy ass way of doing things. Now I'm like, no, not this. How you got to be like this. It got to be like this. And she wasn't really.
Interrupt you. I want you to make it plain.
Okay.
I want you to say what you could have done better. You know what I'm saying? Because said about that, what could you have done better? If you told us, hey man, this is what I did, what would we be like, man, bro, you shouldn't have done it.
Set a stronger foundation.
Okay. What does that look like though?
Nope.
I'm saying no.
No. He had a foundation, right? So he had what he thought was foundational. If Shad articulates his plan in that equation with that woman, the foundation is solid, right? On the surface. Right? And so set a foundation, and you're not doing this on purpose, but it's the platitude thing that I kind of talk about often.
Okay.
So what was Sean's question exactly?
I said, what did he have done better in the situation to keep it from ending?
Okay. So
where we would be saying he got a wife today.
Yeah. So the thing is, right? Because the foundation, what did you ignore for yourself? What yellow flag, what red flags did you turn yellow or green? Because Sean's question is more than the foundation. Not too intrusive, right? Those things that people really ignore for themselves, and they shoot themselves in the foot.
Right.
They plexico themselves. You know
I feel like every time I say it, it goes back to me, but it was very apparent to me that she didn't have any training on how to be a wife. Like nothing about her, like understanding relationships like wife. Like
You gotta give us more than that, bro. You gotta give us more than that.
I got you. I'm gonna give it a little bit like just
situation.
Understanding boundaries between other people. I told y'all about the situation. Like respect, things like that. Just like there was like things that need to be like worked on before the relationship start progressing the way it did. Like discussions about boundaries and family. The like stuff like finance and stuff like that. That was ironic. We was pretty cool on those things. But the other things that I didn't think were as important, because again, it had been a while since I had been in a relationship that was that serious. I kind of not overlooked, but I was like, they'll get better with time.
Mhm.
And I don't think that ever happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
The precedents. We don't set precedents, right?
Yeah.
We assume behavior, even though we can discern what it is and what it ain't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we weigh the pros versus cons, right? And we say the pros outweigh the cons, you know. But then a lot of the cons are rooted in behavior. Feel me?
Yeah.
Right. And if the behavior don't change, is eventually gonna overcome that shit.
Right.
You know, like that shit be crazy. That's the hardest shit. And don't get it confused. We keep it all the way tall. Even in this instance, not right now, but right in marriage, you still dealing with cons that you thought would kind of even out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because people try to do things in the onset that they can't actually maintain too. So this shit ain't no you. What I'm saying is, what you experience is gonna happen regardless.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta figure out that person that you're willing to fight with to the end with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Every time Christmas come around, my wife start looking different. You know what I mean? Like she get attitude. You know what I mean? She kicking Easter eggs and shit. You know what I mean? Like
Wearing green and red shirts.
yeah. You know? So it don't stop. You know what I mean? It don't stop.
Yeah, like without going into too much detail for the internet, like I said, I trust y'all to be very like candid about it offline. But there have been times that I go back and forth like, could I have pushed through that? Could I have pushed through that? I think I still end up at no. But and I don't have these thoughts as much now, but I went through a period of time where I was like, man, did I jump the gun again? Like, could I have worked through those things? But at that time, bro, the headspace and the heart space I was in, I would have needed some separation to like recalibrate, because I was in a weird spot, bro. Like I ain't see nothing but resentment or no love in my heart at that time. I was on just like, you know what I mean? I was just like, man, you got me, my spirit, man, you got me fucked up. That's just how I felt. You got me fucked up.
Yeah.
Like you can't be in a relationship with a woman and that's like the energy that you're working with. You can't. It doesn't. It's not productive.
Yeah. Somebody got you fucked up. Yeah. Because that's the shit between men that you would fight over.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Real shit.
Damn, that was a good one. Damn, you ain't asked this question yet, right?
What was it?
It was damn. It was.
Yeah, jail. His thought about going to jail, Sean. You wait for you.
It was, yeah. My bad. He did. All right. So I know I kind of said this before, but just for the sake of this show, my biggest failure. I mean, I had so many. Man, I had so many, bro. I be taking so many motherfucking L's. When you do shit, when you're a businessman, when you're a leader, if you not taking losses, then you're not truly a leader. I promise you. You're not truly a person that's out here really trying to build shit. But more importantly, my biggest failure was as a husband. Like, my addiction to I guess I can call it addiction to extra vagina. That shit fucked me in every good relationship I had. I've had so many dope women and I fucked it all over every time. And it don't matter what they did, it was always my fault. I never went into the situation. And shout out to the Discord. If y'all not in the Discord, please get in the Discord because y'all get to know us a lot better. We get to know each other a lot better. We had these conversations. Man, I went into these situations. I went into my marriage, and maybe for a while, I I convinced myself that I was gonna be different. But it turned out I was just the same me. It turned out that I didn't have the strength to say no to the options I had. And while I never got caught exercising those options, I know that for me, the grass was always greener somewhere else because there's so much grass everywhere else. And when you get in that mental cycle, it's hard to appreciate fully what you have at home because you always thinking, oh shit, I can get this upgrade. Oh shit, they got that. Oh damn, Amp got that. Shaw did that. And and you've never really fully engage or commit yourself to what you're in at home. And so that was me. And so I've been divorced for 2.5 years, technically. And it was all my fault. It don't matter what she did, it was all my fault. I put myself in that situation. Also, I didn't realize the extent of the situation until I got back to New Jersey and I saw in person how my daughter reacted to me. Aside from us FaceTiming every day, and I never talked about this before, aside from us FaceTiming every day, the way that she didn't welcome me, that shit broke my heart. And my first response was, fuck you talking to? You know what I'm saying? That was my initial response in my head, but I would never say that to her, but that was my initial response in my head. But thank God, Allah gave me the clarity to be like, you know what? Let me just be humble and just work to rebuild and show my worth and show how much I care in person. So the unintended consequences of my divorce was what I saw was as a widening gap between me and my daughter. Even though we were still great, we would FaceTime every day, doing homework and shit like that. It's nothing like being hands-on with your child. And so my biggest failure was that, I led to the demise of my marriage and a gap that grew with my daughter that, thank God, I've since mended. We're great now. Yeah, I fucked that all up because I like the extra pussy.
Okay. Maybe it's this question in general, like for me and in general, because I always ask this question. Like for me personally, when I'm seeking out, I've cheated before. Like when I was young, I've cheated before. But for me, I always wonder for guys, like when you get with your woman, do you have a conversation with her about how important it is to keep like the sex part very fruitful, very dynamic? Or because y'all ever seen those posts? It's like I could suck pause. I'm saying pause before I say it. I could suck dick every day. I could clean, cook, da 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 da. And I'm like, where the women that do all that? Like where are the women that's doing that all the time and still getting cheated on? Maybe it exists. It just sounds kind of like a unicorn. So I guess I'm asking Sean, like, in a situation where your woman is like, she knows who you are, she knows what your appetite is, and she fulfills that consistently. You still find yourself like, man, I appreciate it, baby, for all you doing for me, but it's a little, it's just you. One thing that you can't do is be 3 women.
Yeah, in the past, like let's say speaking before my last relationship, which is the only one I didn't cheat in, it wouldn't matter. It was what you just said. It was the latter. Whatever the case may be, you're great, but I'm going to fuck these other women too.
Okay.
It ain't. I call it varietal vagina. Like I liked a variety of vagina. You know what I'm saying? And there wasn't shit that they can do that would make me not like that shit. In terms of my marriage, she did start withholding, but at the time, that's what led me to write a book. I wrote a book in 2017 about all this shit, but it led me to write that book. But I never put it out, thank God. But at that time, I was blaming her for withholding.
You mute, Sean.
We can't hear you, Sean.
Hey, Sean.
I think his camera went out. I think his mic went out.
Your mic went out. Your mic went out, bro. Yeah, probably mic went out.
Yo, but but Sean getting to it though.
Yeah. What about now?
Yeah, you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was rationalizing the shit in different ways. Like, oh man, shit, you can't withhold pussy for me because I'm just gonna go get some. The truth is, I was already going to get some, and so she was. It was like cyclical logic. She was withholding because of the shit I was doing, and then her withholding made me go do more of the shit I was doing. And so it was all me in retrospect. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It made her be like, all right, nigga, I know you ain't trustworthy, so I'm not doing XYZ. But it was all me, you know what I'm saying? And this is what accountability looks like, bro. At some point, we got to realize, God damn, that was all my fault, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I call him a pussy ass nigga, I'm going to get punched in my face. I can't say, damn, that nigga him punched me in my face. We was cool. But I called him a pussy ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's accountability, bro.
Real shit.
We playing this shit fucking up.
Yeah, he prefaced it with that too, B. Like, shot. Keep it tall, right? When we was single, niggas had sex every day, bro.
Mm-hmm.
With a bunch of different women. Even if she have sex with you every day, it ain't a bunch of different women.
All right.
That's why Sean's saying, yo, it's me, right? You could form it to the way she withholding and all that other shit, and that does happen, right? But a nigga who had access, right, it's because we wanted that access and we made sure we had it.
Mm-hmm.
It's largely internal.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's one dude in the chat, like, I know these niggas don't hit the link when we drop it, but and we got to get to the main topic, right?
Yeah, we do.
They fucking misunderstand simp shit. It's weird to me.
Yeah.
We literally talking about how we had control in these environments, situations with women. You know what I mean? Enough to where we could placate, we could acquiesce, we could be stern, we can get rid of them, we can take them back, right? We can be withheld from, we can withheld, and we could fuck as many chicks as we want to in 7 days. Niggas can't process it. Right? They don't understand it. It's actually the exact opposite. Man. Like, subscribe to the friend. Hit that like. Hey, damn. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Big Sabre to us. Raw is Mike Brown been a member for 27 months. Sean, the BDRs follow you for life too. I need to remind myself on a few. I wasn't my best sleep.
Sorry, man. You caught me on a bad day.
But that shit is on your resume.
Yo, man, I found when that shit happened to me, nigga, I just dapper like, yo, you did your thing. You hurt.
Right.
For life with the fight house, I should have been on this panel. We cooking it up, baby. Dude, the fat boy got married a year ago, had a baby. You know what I'm saying? Aaron with the 2000s, black people love sharing in groups. Shaking my head. Shaking your head for, baby boy. Hakeem been a member for 14 months. Damn, I damn near deleted my membership after you said you gave a mercy hump to a big bag. That's diabolical work on the most highest level of negativity, sir. She went deep, my nigga.
Most highest is nasty work.
Hakeem with the $5 says, bet money that Sean theme song is Emotions by Twista and Shy theme song is Showing Up.
Girls in the club showing love. Yo, that's a classic, bro.
Now, Seen been a member for 21 months. Good, being a good partner.
What do you say?
I think
Be a good partner, spouse.
Well, I don't think he meant to
I know. Yeah, I know. My bad. You don't like
being a good spouse requires additional skills and attitudes that are specific to intimate relationships. Know and acquire them. It matters. That's a fact.
Hey, how'd you get the
Omar was popping. Omar Smith in the building with the 10 ounces. Are you brothers who consider yourself cheaters trying to say that you stepped out because of her? Lies. You stepped out because you polygamous but afraid to admit it. Salam.
Shout out to Omar, man.
Hanifa with the 10 ounces. Sean, do you think that you may not be a monogamous person? Or do you think it's just an issue of discipline? Or maybe something deeper?
Nah, I was my last relationship. I didn't cheat for like almost 3 years, so I didn't cheat at all. So it was just a choice. It's not discipline. It was just choice.
All right, makes sense to me. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, man. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most daily. Remember for 12 months. Super perspective, money talk, mind your own business. This might be risky. It's growing.
Shit like that.
Yeah, man. Love C on the Mind Your Own Business tonight in the Discord at 7 p.m. Central. And then we also have Bible study at 12 Central. And then Money Talk is 7 p.m. Central on Thursdays. Salute the obstacles and daily in the building, man.
Perfect.
So, Sean, I kind of had a few questions and all that per se.
Okay.
But I think I need you, you know what I mean, to walk us into this if you don't mind. Probably.
So y'all know we were sitting down trying to brainstorm what would be a good introductory topic. And I was thinking about how often this simp word gets thrown around. I don't know, help real quick if you could find a definition and post it for us.
Sure.
On what a simp is. I don't know if you've been shot with this bullet. I don't think. Maybe you have. I know me and Sean got shot with it a couple times. Probably me the most. Which is cool. You know, I told you I wear all jackets, size large. You know what I mean? Make sure it's tailored. My favorite color is black. And when you challenge these guys on their perspectives, what I often never hear them do is actually give a definition of a simp. So the first one says a silly or foolish person. I think we all have been that's the first definition. We all have been silly or foolish in our life. But what's the one about women?
So, verb. Be excessively attentive or submissive to a person in whom one is romantically or sexually interested.
And isn't there one more caveat, particularly on the internet in this area, this space, where it's like as if you're not getting the results that you want from the person, but you're still making effort? Isn't that what makes you a simp?
Yeah. So this it's used in a sentence. He continues to simp for her even after she dumped him.
Right. So I think what I'm addressing him is I hear all the time how logical men are. Since I've been on Earth, man, I've always been a staunch opponent of like groupthink, herd mentality, right? Where we all we all center around these ideas, and when we do that, I think it kind of like lowers the level of intellect when we don't really scrutinize points, when we all just agree with something because we have an opposite side. We've been told that me and Sean had niggas pull up drunk out their body, telling us we in the way, we stop in progress, because we have more of a balanced approach to how we communicate about the problem that men and women are having. I was thinking about us three, right? I say like, so in my mind, Hemp has the order. Like when Hemp has conversation, he comes from the same place, this order and structure that's kind of grounded in his belief system. I think Sean just gives like the raw truth. He gonna say it how it is. He's not gonna try to. He just gonna say how it is. I'm just more a balanced person in general. I try to see both sides of things, which sometimes can annoy people. I understand that, but nothing about any one of us to me gives simp is if we're gonna put ourselves in situations where we're gonna work for someone who doesn't want us. None of us have ever told stories like that. None of our perspectives lean that way, but because we have more balanced approaches, we're considered simps. And so I was thinking, and we kind of start off with the question that Sean provided. When you listen to us talk about our life, I think it makes sense why we don't have such harsh commentary for women specifically. because I think we've been able to kind of navigate the world. In some moments, we've had our way and been able to do what we want to do. We've took L's as well. I've shared things with y'all about my relationship where I feel like I took L's, and even other relationships before that where I've took L's, and we've been able to adjust and adapt to the playing field, and it's brought us to this place of balance. And for some reason, here it's not appreciated. And so I'm trying to understand, men being the most logical ones, right? I don't think we're showing that by doing things like calling people simp, calling people a feminist because we don't agree with what they're saying or their perspective. To me, that shows that men are very emotional. And when we don't like something, it affects our emotions. So instead of challenging people's positions, we do the same thing that we complain about women doing, sign language. I'm gonna shame you. I'm gonna come up with a label instead of challenging your positions. And because one thing, right, Hemp, and I'll let y'all jump in. One thing I've noticed since I've been here, I've only had maybe one or two men come up and give this horror story where I can say, damn, if I would have went through that, I can see why they may have these very harsh stance. But most of these guys, I came up with a new term. These are the preach niggas. These are the preaching niggas, right? I grew up in a Southern Baptist church, Hemp, where the preacher be preaching. There's always some old nigga. You don't know who he is. You don't know his story, but you hear him in the background, preach, preacher. He always an amen corner, but we don't know who this man is. And a lot of the guys who are in these spaces are the preaching niggas. We don't know their stories. We just know they got these harsh positions on women, and they're living vicariously through other men's experiences. And so when guys come up with a little bit of a different tune, we're in the way, we're against progress versus realizing, man, we all actually have similar goals. We just address it differently. And so I wanted to kind of like open that up. Like, why are we so okay with just labeling people things because they disagree with us? And then when we're asked to substantiate our points, what has happened in my experience overwhelmingly is they don't really have an actual position that actually proves the label. They just disagree with what you say.
You know, yes. There's another fold. You kind of addressed it.
Okay.
It's tone, pace, diction, and how you correct as well that they take exception with. Because
that's true too.
You'll be saying a disagreement with a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because your disagreement to her is palatable, right? You're not heavy-handed enough. You're not pushing.
Right. That's true. That's true too. Yep.
When the truth is, right, and that happened to me, like there's been plenty of time they wanted me to over pursue, right? Essentially, beat the point down to the ground, right? But I've gotten more concessions from women that never concede, right? Or very rarely concede, you know, that you've seen on panels, right? That'll be saying, you know what I mean? Won't listen, don't. Then I start talking to them about the concept. They're like, oh shit, okay. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, that's right. You know what I mean? Right? They want you to be overt. You know? But I'm also not overt with men. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. In real life, it's very difficult to disrespect me without a outcome.
Right.
You know, like if someone, like for instance, the brother in the chat, right? Like this person, it would be difficult for this person to get that off in person, right? Without without the situation escalating, right? You know, but even then, I'm not going to yell, right? I'm not going to fuss. We're gonna escalate the situation, right? You know, in terms of it may be a challenge, it may be physical, it may go beyond hands, right? Whatever it needs to go to for us to get an understanding is what it'll go to, right? Doesn't mean I'm gonna win, right? That's another thing that a lot of people don't understand. I'm not going into no situation thinking I'm gonna win the situation. I'm going in the situation because I need to go into the situation. I can't guarantee no outcome. You know, and when I'm looking at the women, they're fucking girls too, bro. Like it's a girl. I don't get no wins off of yelling at for what? They got no density, no muscle, little ass voices. The fuck I want to What would it prove to me because I'm barking on her?
That's man. Can you expound on like that point, right? Help, because that was one of the biggest things for me. And again, I get in trouble for this too, right? When I watch, particularly like our men, black men, right, get on these panels and like the way they talk to women, and I say that's the easy fight. Yeah. Again, I'm trying to understand your perspective to see why you're here. What got you to this space where you're online screaming down on chicks, but then in other situations you find grace? And I really want to know your story because that's the only way it can make sense to me seeing men bark down on strangers or women that they don't know because they disagree with the point. I have to that's just me personally. Maybe I'm unique in that. I have to understand your story to see how you got here. Like I said, a few guys have come up and say, hey, this happened to me. This is why I'm in this. This is why I feel this way. I still might not agree with the way you handle or the way you handle what happened, but I have to respect. Like that happened to you, you working through it. But these guys, they're like the dude in the chat. Like, that's mental illness to me, right? You come to the internet, that's mental illness, and there's so much of that. When they talk about these sides, I'm not on that dude's side. I would never go on people's panels and talking crazy and be faceless. We've made that like a normal thing in society now. We're grown ass men. Maybe that's a kid. Maybe it's an actual troll. Maybe it's a 12-year-old who's bored on a Sunday because his mom ain't giving no Roblox money, right? It could be that too. But to think that there are grown men over the age of 21 who get on the internet to troll other men, but we still touting this flag about how logical men are. And I'm saying to these guys that keep saying I'm not on y'all side, well, y'all need to talk to y'all side. Because these niggas making us look crazy out here, bro. They making us look very crazy as men. Like it done got that bad in society. We have that much free time to troll other adults on the internet. Nigga, go build something. I'm using the women shit now. Go build something. That's crazy to me. Go build. You got that much time, bro. Go build a house. But you on the internet trolling other men because you disagree with them, and that's manliness. All right.
You know what's interesting, right? And these see, I watch movies, right? I really like movies. You know, I seen my father. I watch every movie you can imagine. Pope of Greenwich Village. Every movie ever came out, I probably seen half of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And Paulie never raised his voice. Paulie didn't say much. Mm-hmm. Paulie ain't had to yell at nobody.
Yeah.
But when Paulie came and peeked out the door, everybody was hushed. Right? Niggas they think they being aggressive. They flamboyant. Mm-hmm. Right? They misconstrue it. Right? And I think that's what happens too often. Now, there's times where, you know, on the POV, like shout out to Tiff, I have to get stern. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like that happens for sure. But to be overt with her, mm-hmm. like women can't. Most women fail the fucking firefighter course on holding themselves up, let alone the pull-ups. They can't even hold themselves there. Come on, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man. So, and then the final thing, well, not final, but just another thing that a point of contention I have, Hamp, is we keep talking about these sides, right? And there's all this conversation about correction. This is why we're here, Rashad. You in a way, we're trying to correct the women. And then I say, okay, cool. Correct them for what? I am an advocate for marriage. You are married. And I think Sean the same, but I don't want to speak for him. I'll let him speak for himself. I think marriage is one of the tools that we have as a group of people to take our community to ascension. But this other side that people say they own, those guys don't even agree on the idea of marriage. So we doing all this correction to do what? When we get done, after we're done with correction and now they're correct, then now you guys are going to be inspired to marry. To me, that sounds like bullshit because a lot of time is going to be wasted. We 5-6 years in now. Does anybody, you know what I mean? Is the idea of marriage improving? Or more people saying, you know what, marriage is where we need to go? Because I would argue there's, like you just said, there's still going to be this imperfection. Like you said, sometimes your wife might do stuff that these dudes would say is unbecoming, right? And you have to address that and move forward. That's the reality of a lifetime relationship. But when we get on these panels and we talking this hyperbole, it's like you got to be a perfect person first. Then we can get around this idea of marriage. And I'm like, we wasting a lot of time. We'll be 60. at the pace that we going.
Yeah.
So I don't know what these sides are. I was told I'm in the way. I don't know what I'm in the way of when I advocate for men too, but I realize like the stuff that the emotions make you hear other things louder than other things.
So I've asked that question, Shah, on a panel before. I actually had a panel full of content creators. I did it twice. I did it 3 times. One with the brothers, the second one with female women content creators, and then the third with another panel of male content creators. And that's one question I had asked. If you don't like their behavior, but that behavior opens them up for promiscuity, right? And you don't want marriage, why do you keep asking them to correct it? Pardon me. Why do we keep asking them, right? Because it's only right.
Right. Why do we? Right.
And I don't know. I can't really remember the answer, which probably is the answer, right? Because it doesn't reconcile. Sean, you back?
Yeah, y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
What you trying to do?
Switching cameras, man. My new camera, man. I'm trying to
How you gonna set the new layout up in the middle?
Hey man, look, the alcohol dictates it all, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
My boy advanced in real time.
Yeah,
But you finna chime in, Sean?
no, I'm listening to y'all, man. Y'all having a great conversation. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sure.
But that's what I was thinking about, man. Just really trying to understand, like, again, I think this idea of these sides are goofy. We all are black men in this fucking country trying to figure this shit out. Struggling to do it. Some of us struggling other than others. So to create another like the divide between us based on like talking points. Again, when I believed for most of my life the men are the more logical ones, the internet is starting to make me question the idea that men are so logical, because a lot of things that we do here are very illogical. We do a lot of talking about shit, but when you put niggas to the stone and make them address these things, it always falls short. And I just hope as men we're looking at this and saying, how can we improve? Including myself. Hell, when I first came up, I realized I'm struggling from what they call egocentrism, where I only can see the world through my lens. So right, I was one of those guys that came up like, what y'all like? Why y'all so? But the more I stuck around, so okay, I get a better understanding, but I just don't agree with how y'all deal with the problems y'all have. But now I see, because I've been in my bubble doing what I'm doing, and I never consider these things that other guys are having different experience than I am. And I need to be open to that. But I don't think they realize they're doing the same thing. So when they shame somebody like me for having my perspective versus saying, all right, this is what Shad dealt with. I see why he don't see it the way I see it. You can't have it both ways. You want people to be able to understand your plight. You have to understand the plight of other people as well, or we all just gonna keep going around in a circle.
Yeah, Rashad, you articulating an entire misunderstanding, right?
Yeah.
Right. Niggas can't articulate submission.
Right.
Right. Niggas can't articulate compliance. Right. They just think they know what it look like when they see it.
Right.
But they largely ain't asking for shit from women to submit or comply.
Right.
Right. Motherfucker ain't never. I know one brother, his wife only wear dresses because that's the rule. Mm-hmm. Right. My wife don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, lobster because that's the rule. Niggas never done no shit to where a woman actually adjusted.
Right.
These motherfuckers just saying shit.
Right.
A woman says who? Fuck you asking her for? It's
right.
easy to submit to a nigga that don't got no rules.
Right. That
don't got no boundaries. That's why when they be talking that shit, I don't believe them, because they can't give you a list of nothing that they woman is doing.
Right.
For them, because they asked her to.
And I feel bad, him, because they think not you, because I said for some reason you able to escape all this. Shout out to you, him. You got a superpower. I think I kind of got it with the ladies, but you got it with the fellas, dog. Shout out to you, bro. You are without blame. They will let you whatever, and I respect it. But that's what you just said. Like, y'all mad at me. Like, instead of dealing with you internally to figure out why you are where you are. Then it's the women first, then it's the men that don't agree with you. It's never you. You're not part of the problem. Like y'all know who y'all sound like. Y'all sound like the same women that y'all say y'all don't like. It's the same. It's a fucking revolving door. No one's doing nothing wrong. That's why when I came to the internet, that was the thing, and I didn't articulate it right. I was so confused because I thought these were all the righteous men. Like when I came on the internet, I thought these are the dudes that's doing the right thing in life, and they're just getting failed by women. And then when I got in the Discord, and when niggas get comfortable, I'm like, wait, y'all niggas. Y'all created the problem that we have. So why y'all talking like y'all are the answer to the fix when y'all not even trying to change anything necessarily? Y'all just want the women to be something different, but y'all not even trying to change. Y'all the niggas. Y'all the Pookies and Ray Rays. Not y'all. We all the Pookies and Ray Rays y'all keep talking about. But on the internet, this is why the righteous men come to like celebrate. Oh, not that. We can work to that. That's what I think HAMP is trying to do in some ways with the different things you're doing within the groups, right? Having these conversations to get us to be better people overall. But y'all ain't there. So I'm like, well, why don't y'all appreciate balance? Yeah.
You know what it is, Shaw? I realized this, and I'm gonna be honest. If my brother watching, I never told him this. I realized, like when me and him had a store together, I realized that us getting on the same page meant me getting on his page, and that's what this is. If we not getting on their page, if we not taking the white side of things, if we not taking the conservative side of things, if we not taking the anti-woman side of shit, then nah, we not on the same page, bro. And you simping, you gotta be simping because you don't see it my way. As opposed to my nigga, I had so many fucking women in my life. As opposed to, I understand the situation where we out in the streets, and at any given time, you might have to blow my fucking head off. That's just how the shit go. Whether you want to or not, that's how the shit go. I understand where people are coming from when they do certain things. Y'all spin the block. We do something to your mans. Y'all spin the block and you killed my little brother. I understand that shit. As much as I hate that shit, I understand that shit and why it happened. Which is why I can speak to both sides of the shit when it comes to the female shit, bro. I understand why the fuck they think how they think. Even though that shit be wrong as fuck a lot of times, I can understand the balance of the shit. Right. Motherfuckers be looking for balance, bro. They looking for validation in echo chambers. I'm not giving no blame nigga on the internet, no echo chamber, my nigga. If I didn't do that shit in the streets where I could lose my life, I'm not doing that shit on the internet with no random ass niggas, bro. That shit ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. That's the thing, right? You saying what you want to say. You saying what you think need to be said.
Right.
It ain't about aligning with shit. You just saying this shit. Right? And whomever agrees gonna agree. You know what I mean? I just don't think motherfuckers realize. That's why I start pushing back against the emotional shit too. Calling niggas emotional when we hate that happening in the workplace, you know?
Right.
What be emotional is people who are overly obtuse, right? Who can't see the forest through the trees, who can't see a difference, right? And when the difference is presented, there may be something worthwhile taken from that shit. But if every single time they can't see anything, those people tend to get ignored. You know what I'm saying? Like I get all the comments, right? I always hit the thumbs up and the heart, whether they talking shit or not, you know. But I log it all, right? And I know the people who really are taken away from the conversation because they can only see it one way.
Right.
From the chat to the panels, you know. But the chat people just think they just talking. No, I can remember who the person that refuses to learn. Motherfucker borderline and retarded.
And that's why there are certain individuals, like I said, I'm not calling no names, you know, but there's certain individuals, again, I'm speaking to this side thing, who I think actually articulate their points of contention very well, but they allow people, again, to be the preacher niggas and hide under their banner. And to me, again, that's that herd mentality that I think is very dangerous, because if you read about herd mentality and group mentality, the level of intellect decreases in those types of spaces where you let all these different people, you're not scrutinized points. And I was thinking about one thing I've heard, man, it kind of, be honest, man, it kind of gives me a little bit of concern when we talk about what are some of the solutions. I've heard men on the panel, and I told you I met a guy I hoop with that said like one of the things that needs to be discussed is punishment. And so I'm just thinking like, okay, what does punishment look like for adult women in today's society? Like, because when we have these, if we talk about a solution, I'm not running from the idea first. I want you to articulate it. But what bothers me is when it's time to articulate what the punishment looks like, there's silence. So I'm thinking in my head, people aren't even really thinking this thing through. It is just like a talking point rally. It is just to score points, views, likes, and comments. Because if you say something like one of the solutions to what's going on in the problem with black women, we got to start punishing them. And you say that shit on the internet, and you don't give any context to that. The wrong person hears stuff like that and thinks that makes sense. Now, what does that punishment look like in real time? How are you gonna punish somebody's daughter? Explain it to me. There may be a possibility. Like I said, I can see how that works, but without context, I think you're a crazy man. That is how I look at it. To be talking about punishing adults. So I want to know, like, what's the solution? I want to talk it through. What does it look like? We have to get to that point. Have you told me to chill out on the solution talk? But you keep getting up screaming women, and I'm like, okay, what you do about it? Because they grown. Like, what do you do about it? What are the mechanisms we have to deal with grown people? Punishment. Okay, what does that look like? I'm still waiting for the answer to some of these questions.
Omar had a suggestion. He said, not sharing the bed with her, removing your attention and praise.
Omar know the rules. It ain't super, nigga.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Omar got money, goddamn.
That's super too.
I'll put it right here, nigga. You know what I mean? But I mean that's the point is needs to be said though, Sean, because that is in the Quran though. Mm-hmm. See, the rule is laid out of how if you need to check her, the steps you take to do so. You know, like O ain't just saying that. He's saying that that's in the surah.
Oh, he said tenfold. He said tenfold. Assalamu alaikum, man.
But you know, in Surah 4, you know, it tells you how you lay out, you know, that correction. You know what I'm saying? So when he's saying that, that's a reference point, you know, and it makes it much more simple and streamlined. And then she agrees, right? If she also, right, under the same construct, now we can both read it. I'm not just coming up with no arbitrary shit. You know? So I think that is pretty solid there. I mean,
yeah. I'll go ahead.
Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. And with the 2,000, y'all aren't simps though, even by internet definitions. Sophisticated jerk with the 10,000. When people operate in degenerate behavior, they have to attack balance to justify their wrongdoing. Great conversation. That's a great statement. Salute the O. Yeah, so O is saying, let me read it real quick. Let me just, I don't want to misquote him. Hit the like button. Let me see if I can find it real quick. 1 second. You see it?
I'll tell Sean no more drinking games.
Omar Smith what said, and you know, he sent the 50 ball. He said, not sharing the bed with her, removing your attention and praise of her. And then he said, hold on. It's 46. Hold on.
It's 40, man.
Damn, where is it? He fell. Being firm and giving a clear, loving map to correction. Yeah. Yo. That's what I say about the kids in coaching. Don't cuss them if you don't love them. Right? Correction is love. You let a motherfucker do whatever they want, right? Leave them to their own devices or vices, and then they fail. That can't be love.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? That can't be love, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm gonna drop this link.
Hey, let me say this before you drop it. Hey, this is Sunday, the super perspective, right? We intend for this to have a different vibe. Y'all come over here with that angry man, caveman shit. Save it for the week, man. It's the first day of the week, man. Like,
I go listen.
We drinking, bro. We enjoying life. Like, let's have a conversation, bro. If we can. If y'all want to argue, whatever. We can do that too. We can do that too. Fuck it.
Arnold say after Arnold, come on, man. Come on with it, Arnold. Let's Arnold's sidekick, who was the sidekick that got fired from Fantastic, he probably gonna pop out too. That nigga's man. On his head.
Hold up, but let's talk about it, man. We're gonna have the quorum though. We're gonna have the quorum on this show. We ain't the rah-rah.
Yeah. Hey, bro.
Man, should I turn the timeouts on?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
See what the crowd got to say.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah. The crowd is interesting today.
Hey, look, while we waiting for people to come up, man, like whoever's the top donor for Shad's project today, I got 2 sweatshirts for you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's hard.
Donor.
That's
you know what
hard.
I'm saying? You tell me the color, you tell me the size. Whoever's the top donor.
Let me real quick. Just first of all, again, I'm gonna always say shout out to him for allowing Candy Coated Cyanide, my bad, to be a part of his platform, man. HAMP attended my first screening. I had a screening Tuesday. It's been really good, getting really good reviews, man. I'm excited that people understand what I was trying to do with this story. It has a very metaphorical tone to it. The film is now a finalist in the Peachtree Valley International Film Festival. Super dope. Here's the kicker, man. I'm just being transparent with y'all because people are wanting to support, right? In order for me to win, I'm nominated for an Audience Choice Award. In order for me to win, y'all have to pay to see the film on their platform. I don't know how I feel about that just because, and I'm saying, I hope I don't get in trouble with the festival. I'm saying it because I'm like, as an indie filmmaker, someone who's still using my own capital to build this thing, that money can be better served coming to me so I can do the next project. But I'm saying it to say, and I'll give the information out. They give me the information Monday. If you guys want to support for me to win this award, it'd be great, for my first film to win an award in a huge festival like this. But I'm just not a big fan of the paywall situation they got going on. And I need, that support for the next project. So when I post information, if it's in your heart to support me in both on both fronts, I appreciate that. But if you want to choose one, I won't feel upset with you. Don't feel bad about doing it if you want to make a choice. So just thank y'all for the support, man. It's moving. I'm still learning as I go. It's been beautiful that the first one has gotten this type of like love and feedback. But I just want to thank him and thank y'all who are part of the TMBR family who support, man. It's big. So I appreciate y'all. And shout out to him again for making it possible.
You already regular shit.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on. Wait a minute. Whoa, my money here. Get the fuck out of here. Get him the fuck out of here. Put him in the bedroom.
Niggas want me dead. Put prices on my head. To cock my shit and I pop my shit.
I took his time out. He didn't have none. Trying to kneel it down. Look at his face. I'm a fierce competitor. He choked. I didn't. Gabe, where'd you come up with that?
Perfect. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
This nigga don't never smile, bro. It's crazy, bro. I don't see how.
I don't know if I ever see Arnold smile.
He never smile, bro.
He's trying not to smile right now. He smile.
Yo, hey, that line is smiling, nigga. Yeah, yeah, I knew it.
You show fighting, that nigga literally fighting to show his teeth. That's crazy.
Arnold was popping.
What's good, man?
What's good, my brother?
Good, bro.
Hey, man. Hey, I want to welcome everybody in the chat on the panel to the opening ceremonies of the New Victim Olympics. You know what I'm saying? I'm welcome to have y'all here.
Victim? Where you hear victims at? Who?
Victim, y'all Somebody has been doing something to y'all.
You see what I'm saying?
Right?
Like that's it. Just low. It's low. It's low, bro. We
Hold
get
on,
it's
hold on.
low.
That's not why we here. That's not why we here.
No, not at all.
Gotta hit this,
Okay.
Arnold.
I'm gonna just shut up then. If y'all not saying
get your
nobody
point
been
out.
doing nothing to y'all, and then y'all have been a victim of something, I'll just shut up.
Now get your point off. Tell us why you think we're saying we're victims.
Cause y'all don't like the classification.
Which classification?
The
Super
simp, you
niggas.
talking about simp?
Super niggas.
Hey, hold on, Honor. Are you like? Did you watch the show? Or you kind of trying to like have a moment? What's happening?
I got here 15 minutes ago.
All right, because we ain't said nothing about Super, and that point ain't came up yet or at all.
So why are y'all here?
Why turn the AC on? It's a show, bro.
So is it a flyer to the show? Did they just pick you two niggas randomly, or did they pick you niggas because y'all are super niggas? And most of the time when y'all talk about this, is that not why they picked y'all?
Let's go back to the hate in the Discord. God damn, I said Jeremiah.
Yeah, Honor, that's what I'm saying, Honor. Yeah,
No. I'm saying that look, y'all niggas be doing that plausible deniability shit.
Arnold, just say it, man. Shoot.
I didn't say, nigga. I said, is that why y'all here?
Nah, we cool.
Persecuted.
We cool with the term super nigga. We cool with that.
Better than yours. I'm more handsome than you, my nigga. HAMP funnier than you. All that
And look,
shit.
the funny part. Look, hey, Sean, he been over talking in this part right here, right? I agree. So where's the point of contention?
Well, we agree. I'm saying, what's your point of contention? What's the
Y'all niggas don't like being called super niggas because that means that we don't give your opinion as much credence as a nigga who's really living the average life.
Damn.
Hey, Honor, this ain't that show, bro. So the title of the show is Ain't No Simps.
It just became that show because y'all niggas been beating around the fucking bush for an hour, and I'm just assuming it's only been for 15 minutes.
Arnold, all right, look, let's cut to it, right?
Shit like that.
Done to make you say that we simps.
No. I put it in the chat. I will retract calling y'all simps. Y'all niggas is white knights.
Okay.
Whoa, that's different. All right, tell
me. Hey, what's the definition for that one? Let me, y'all got a lot of terms, and it's like a whole dictionary.
You running a bail bondsman agency. When a nigga say a woman is doing something wrong, you say she go through this. Niggas be doing this, right? You post the bill. That's the white knight.
Okay.
So what have we done to make you say that though?
Every time we had these conversations, Shaw more times than Sean, right? Post the bill for the reason why the woman has that behavior.
Okay.
Can you think of a specific time though, or not?
No, of course not.
Yes. Oh, come on, bro. That's the only thing you fucking talk about, Sean.
Tell us the
She's
time.
uncooperative because all the fucking social harms and the environmental struggles that the black woman has. So of course she's gonna be uncooperative because all the shit she got to deal with being in America.
What's the specific time though?
What are we talking about, bro?
I told you,
I be listening, nigga. I be listening.
What's the specific time?
Hey, hold on. Let's do this though. Cool. Let's just say, all right, let me go. No, Arnold. Let's say everything you said is right? You are a self-proclaimed scumbag, right? You said this, right?
Yes.
You on mute. All right, so let's say I'm in a world, right? And I got this woman on here who's unbecoming, right? On my left, on my right side. And then I have this other black person who's a scumbag. These are my two options, right? And I'm saying both of these people have experiences that have led them to who they are. So if everybody was saying that Arnold was a scumbag, even though you said it yourself, if everybody's saying Arnold's a scumbag, then I find out your story, right? Because you've said things in the Discord that I don't know if you want to be said on the internet, but you said things about your upbringing and how you got to be who you are, right? And you need some understanding for what your disposition is in the world. Maybe you don't want it.
No,
maybe you don't want it.
I don't.
Right.
I know. No. I'm an adjusted adult in 2025, right? And I ain't no better than to present myself like that, understanding who I am, and don't present myself and treat people wrong.
But that's not who you are, Arnold. Like I don't.
So the issue is when I'm in my professional world, right? It's necessary. I channel that energy right into work. right? I do not treat people bad outside every day.
I don't know. If we being honest, bro, your decorum in the earth could use improvement too, though. The way you go about having this, like the first time I met you, I want to give you an example. The first time I met you, if you were screaming at me on the internet about something another man said, you came up doing the Cali set trip and shit, like you was finna check me, like you was finna whoop me or something about something another man said. And I'm saying, you talk about decorum, unbecoming. That's not unbecoming behavior because you want to prove a point so bad.
What do that got to do with relationships? Sean? Tell me about relationships, my nigga.
I got you. What I'm saying is,
we're not talking about niggas not being able to get a raise because they loud at work.
I got you. What I'm saying is, Arnold, I would argue the same way you handle me in disagreements, the same way you handle relationships, even though you want me to believe it's a difference. You want me to believe it's a difference. But I'm saying I believe you the same man everywhere you go. And I'm gonna give you grace for that. So why am I a white knight for when a woman has behavior that needs to be improved? I'm not gonna cut her head off and behead her. I might be curious about things that have shaped. I'm not accepting it and looking over it. She has to deal with it and she has to be accountable for it. But the way we communicate about it matters. I'm not saying she don't have to change.
What I'm saying is I don't deserve grace if I'm being a fucking asshole to people.
So what do you deserve?
I don't deserve shit. If that's what I'm presenting to the earth should treat me like that.
Arnold, you speaking in generalities. Let me ask you a direct question, right? So say in my situation, right, where let's just say my ex-wife, she was holding out on the pussy, but I was on some fuck shit. I was, you know what I'm saying? I was wilding. If I'm me saying that I was accountable in that situation, is that me being a white knight?
No, you making an assumption that every nigga who's getting that behavior from their woman has cheated is being a white knight.
Oh, I didn't make no assumption. I was just talking about me. It's no assumption in that.
Right, but I'm saying, but you extrapolate that to assume that when every other nigga gets that same behavior, he did something wrong too.
Oh, I don't do that at all.
I'm saying that, okay, then I'll retract my statement. But you know, in the conversations, that's your rebuttal.
Not at all. Not at all. Look, bro,
we can't act like niggas ain't throwing dick. That's not your quote.
No, look. But this is the thing, Arnold. This what I say, right? Niggas be throwing dick for sure, right? We know that, bro. At the end of the day, there's a consequence to that shit. Sometimes, my nigga, she found out she throwing dick and she don't like that shit, my nigga. We gotta take that. You find, hey, me and you hustling together, Arnold. You find out I'm skimming off the pack. I'm skimming profits. I got some other shit going on I ain't telling you about, my nigga. And we got an issue now because you found out. You should have an issue with me, my nigga, because you found out. It ain't no different, my nigga.
Right. I'm saying that I'll say also we are not saying that nigga deserves cooperation in a relationship or deserves a woman to. He does not. He does not.
Who?
The nigga that cheated on the chick, the nigga that did her wrong, that nigga does not. He does not deserve cooperation. I would not say that. Oh, she was wrong for not cooperating with him.
I think cooperation is your thing, Arnold, but a motherfucker never got caught cheating type shit. So yeah, cooperate, motherfucker. Fuck you mean?
So what? So how is she interfacing with the cheating part? If she doesn't even know what happened.
You know how they start to suspect shit, but they can't book you. You ever been investigated by the police or the feds?
Right, but I'm saying that even that dude, I'm not defending him.
Now I'm saying, like, when a motherfucker starts checking shit, they know you moving a little walkie and shit like that, but they can't prove shit. So then they start like, yeah, I'm gonna withhold some shit. But you can't get booked because a motherfucker ain't got all that evidence, but they know you doing some walkie shit. Yeah, that type shit. Yo, hey, look, and I'm gonna keep it a bean with you too, Arnold. And I said this before in the Discord, and I'm gonna say it here. Sometimes you fuck around, you go out here and you catch something from a chick and you bring it home. So that there, you didn't get caught cheating, but something happened. Something happened. So what do you say to that?
That I'm not defending that. I will never defend the nigga who cheated. Oh, and his girl is uncooperative. Oh, bro, yeah, bro, she wrong for that.
So that's
you never gonna hear me say that ever.
That's the context, motherfucker.
I'm saying that, but that's not a context that has anything to do with what I'm talking about ever.
But you talking about me? I'm talking about me. You
right, but you extrapolate that because so when you see the rest of the niggas who are struggling, and you say you had to do the same shit I did because I wasn't getting that type of behavior until I fucked up.
So look, this is the thing, bro.
I'll be fucking listening.
Niggas be out here in the streets throwing extra dick, Arnold, but then come to the internet acting as if they chick be tripping. My point is, hold on. My point is this, Arnold. We acting like we innocent. Motherfucker ain't innocent out here in these streets. You ain't innocent, my nigga. You throwing extra dick, my nigga. So yeah, shorty tweaking, but what's the full story? I'm just telling y'all my full story, my nigga. I'm out here doing extra shit.
I'm saying that I've conceded 100 times on this point, but then when we talk to the super niggas about how many of the women that they come across that are not acceptable, we are talking about those women.
Yeah, I agree.
It's conceptual. The concepts are being conflated. You know what I mean? So, Arnold, I think the demographic of brothers my friends, I guess you would say, I know she tripping because that nigga wilding. Because I know them niggas. And them niggas always had access to a lot of women. The majority of them. So they be getting smoked. That's what we call it. When you got smoked, that means she caught you doing something. Right? But your argument, or not your argument, but the sentiment is women have unbecoming behavior before any of that happens.
Yes.
So the cooperation thing is moot regarding cheating because he's already uncooperative, regardless of his behaviors. Not regardless of his behavior, but she's already been acting like that. So that's the two. So what do we do? What's the fuck Arnold? Oh. So what do we do? Right? Like what do we do? So what's the I hate even. What's the compromise? What's the reality for most men? Do most men have that much access to where they could cheat?
This nigga girl must be on his lineup or something.
He trying to do the thing.
Trying to set the show.
What you know what I'm saying? Are most men doing something wrong and then getting poor behavior in return?
Mm-hmm.
Or are most women behaving poorly and saying they're getting treated wrong, which is why they behaving poorly is a cop out for them?
You heard the question, Arnold?
Yeah, you
can't hear you. Well, you ain't muted, but we just can't hear you. It's low.
All right, so better.
Could you hear me though? You couldn't hear me, huh?
I can hear the last part. I guess so. What I'm saying is that unless we saying that when they was younger, they was just cooperative, and then they pop up after niggas cheated, and they get in any relationship, and they start turning into the Zab Judah as far as any argument they flipping out. Okay, I can see that. Oh, that's her new environment that she done went through so many battles that any nigga that give her a hint of what another nigga did, that's how she gonna act, right? And I can accept that, right? But I'm saying that if you just ask them the question, that's not it. They rebuttal butter versus margarine to the cows come home. It's not just about relationship shit. It's about everything. And it's like and it goes into the part where you said, oh, they've been on their own so long. They've been making their own decisions. They've been having their successes in their career. So why would they come in and concede anything to you? I'm saying that's what we're dealing with. I was like, that's more of the issue than anything. But they have their own prescriptions. So why would they, you know what I'm saying, concede?
So Arnold, okay. So the conversation that we have, you and I don't even know if it's discourse. But you know how I'd be like, we need to ask for 10 things as opposed to 2?
Yeah.
Is that more palatable or more of an honest conversation than saying men are doing things to these women, which is why they behave like this?
I think they both got to work at the same time, because we can't just act like we don't have homies that cheated. I can understand that. I can concede to that point when we know niggas be cheating.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about after the relationship. They dealing with a new dude. and they treating the next dude the same as they was treating the dude that cheated on him. He ain't did nothing yet.
Indeed. However, niggas did some shit to her though, right? See, so that still exists, which strengthens Sean saying niggas throw dick. Because if a nigga threw dick, even if the next nigga ain't throwing dick, we don't put nothing past nobody at that point. There's certain shit you ain't gonna deal with, Arnold, because of what you've experienced. That literally happens for most people. And if anybody reminds you of that behavior, you're gonna either check it or get lost.
Right.
ASAP.
So I guess my assumption is when the super niggas is talking about grace and the bailout packages that they offering, them niggas is only offering dick to those chicks. They're not trying to be in relationship with those women.
And see, here's the thing for me, like because you keep talking about these bailout packages that we offer for women, is that we don't offer them for you niggas. Because Sean isn't heavy-handed with men either. I mean, HAMP or he's not. None of us are heavy-handed with y'all until niggas start that bullshit. And then when people respond, y'all niggas like to do this little game y'all play. Is if y'all not the nigga poking people, and then when somebody responds, now y'all you play this game. But what I'm saying is, Arnold, like we talk about the 75% of black households being raised by single moms, right? So guess what that means? There's a generation of men who don't know how to set up homes. So the niggas need bailout packages too, because we keep talking about shit like cheating. Like the example I just used for myself, understanding how to foster a long-term relationship. It's easy to talk about the cheating thing. It's easy to point that out. But what I'm saying is most niggas, and when I say most, I'm talking about the 5 here, most of us did not have a strong foundation to start from and are still developing. Let me speak for myself in this point, still developing like that understanding of what that foundation looks like. And women have to deal with those men. Even if you take the cheating part out of it, those are the things that we don't often talk about. We always use the salacious topics because they're easier to mind out. But I'm saying we got a generation of people who never saw marriage in their home. Everybody's coming to the internet to shame people, and they talking about something that's foreign. If you ask them right now, what are the pillars of your long-term relationship? I would argue most people cannot articulate it. So everybody's getting bailed because Arnold, the same thing you criticize us of is what you do for the guys. You bailing the guys out.
I just said they don't deserve cooperation.
I know, but that's the point I'm making. I'm saying we get criticized if we're doing something different, and y'all on the other side are the pure ones. And I'm saying, so basically, y'all cape for men. Y'all will let niggas. This is what I'm saying, Arnold. You will let niggas on your side who are fucked up niggas. They can be comfortable there because as long as they're talking shit about women, they can be comfortable. You will allow cheaters and abusers on your side. What I'm saying is, if you don't know it, you will. You're not scrutinizing these men in their history to say, yeah, come on our side, because we're the men doing the right thing, looking for becoming women. You're saying as long as you talking shit about women, you comfortable on this side. And to me, that's not productive. That ain't productive.
I don't have a purity test because I'm not worried about a gotcha moment in a debate. Right? So I'm saying that the only thing that would have value for is if I was worried about a gotcha moment in a debate. If what the man is saying, right, I think is factual, right, and tracks with what everybody else is experiencing, I don't have a problem with what his history is. I don't. I'm not worried about a purity test. I don't give 2 fucks about purity. I don't fucking run with no fucking Boy Scouts. I run with niggas that got battle scars.
I got you.
If you don't got battle scars, I can't fucking trust you. I don't know how you gonna fucking act when some shit go bad.
Yeah, we all got battle scars, Arnold. Everybody up here got battle scars.
In the context of relationship, Arnold?
I'm saying that if he's seeing the same thing as the nigga with 2 bodies, and this nigga been cheating, I can't say, oh, you cheated, nigga, so you can't talk about cooperation. I'm saying it's the same exact women. We are dealing with the same women. Because when we break it down, slow down any conversation, we'll say most of the women we come across are not suitable. Most. Every single man to a fucking T will tell you that.
I disagree. You gotta speak for yourself on that, big dog. I wasn't
negative
I came across.
Say again, Sean.
I wasn't suitable for most of the women I came across. I'm being honest, Arnold. This is what honesty looks like, my nigga. When you can catch great women, my nigga.
What does that mean in the context? So you never even had an attempt to vet these women for relationships, then?
I did vet them. I vetted them, then I cheated on them. What you mean? You're not listening to what I'm saying. You answering how you answering.
You talking about the ones that made it to the relationships, or the one you said I can't deal with her?
Both. Arnold, I was always
so the ones you said. So I'm saying, so what? So how did it?
What I'm saying, Arnold, what I'm saying is I was always the problem, Arnold. You got to listen to what I'm saying as opposed to I hear what you're saying, but listen to what I'm saying. I was always going to cheat, always, Arnold. So they were never the problem. It was always me. Whatever they did, I precipitated that shit, my nigga. All of it. None of it was them.
Even so, okay. Well, I guess my question is, even if in the say, if that's the ones who made it to relationships, so what did you do with the ones that didn't make it to relationships that you didn't feel should have been in relationships?
I fucked them.
I said that 15 minutes ago.
So okay.
Or is it more outside the relationship or more that you made it to relationships with?
More outside. But how does that bolster what you just said though?
That's the women I'm talking about.
But how does that bolster?
I'm not talking about any women who you felt that were suitable for a relationship. That's not who I'm talking about.
Yeah, but that's kind of hard too because some of the ones that didn't make it to a relationship.
Hold on, let them finish. Let them finish, Don.
How are we white knights? Tell me how I'm a white knight, Arnold.
I'm saying that because I guess even in the conversation when I was saying we're talking about the ones who in the relationships, you said it was me, right? But I guess just me understanding math, I know that there is more women you came across who did end up in a relationship with you for whatever reason.
I ain't talking about them. Fuck off.
I am.
You can't cheat on somebody you're not in a relationship with, bro. So that's not what I'm talking about.
I'm setting the baseline as the ones outside the relationship.
I've been doing that for 6 months. Because what I'm talking about is people I could cheat on, Arnold. So you can't set the baseline using somebody I couldn't cheat on, my nigga. What
I don't know how many times I got to say it. I'm not talking about the relationships.
No, but I asked you a direct question. Tell me how I'm a white knight.
Because the conversation is about the ones not in relationship. And you talk about I cheated on these girls. You can't cheat on them if you're not in a relationship with them.
Tell me how I'm a white knight.
Nigga,
define white knight. Define white.
We got a target, right? It's a
define,
target.
Hold on.
Let's shoot over there.
You speedballing. Define white knight.
White knight is somebody says, "Hey, this person is doing something," and you grab them and say, "No, they didn't do that." It's not what you think.
Great. Now tell me how I'm a white knight.
Because we're talking about we have a targeted population, the women that most niggas say are not suitable for relationships, right? And then you go back to talk about niggas cheating.
You're saying in those situations, because I assess the fact that niggas is saying shit, but they ain't saying that they was fucking other bitches. You're saying that that's being a white knight?
Because it has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
But that's what you're saying, right?
Yes. You're bailing out all of those women that we're trying to talk about.
Then how is that being a white knight as opposed to me just telling the truth?
Because you're changing the subject.
No, I'm giving further context. Further context means, hey, bro, look, nigga, you telling me that shorty smacked you, and I'm being like, oh, okay, but she found out that you gave her chlamydia. Tell me that part too, my nigga. That's what I'm giving further context, my nigga. We can't fast forward to the end. If the beginning of it is that you gave her chlamydia because you cheated, and then she smacked you, nigga, tell me that part too, my nigga. That's what I'm saying. How is that being a white knight as opposed to providing further context?
We're not talking about the one woman that you end up in a relationship with. We're talking about the two.
I'll be talking about you talking about what I be saying when I say that shit. I'm telling you the context.
I understand the context.
Yeah, you talking about something else though. I'm telling you the context of when I say that. HAMP got a cheerleading squad over there.
It's a father, man. It's a father right there, bro. I think I don't know if Tommy gonna jump in. I think my concern is, bro, like I said earlier, right? We do all this conceptual stuff, but then again, because I didn't create the idea of size, this has been shared with me. This has been told to me. What I've struggled with is, right, like once we get done with this conceptual debate, the men on your side aren't even advocating for marriage. So whether Sean is a white knight, I'm whatever you call me, all these different things, and we're trying to create balance so we can actually have a conversation to get somewhere. What I find is once we get done with all this talking, we're not going anywhere. One side will concede that they're right, and so y'all go first, but we don't actually get to a point where we're talking about how to create connection to actually build what people are saying will strengthen the community. And I'm saying on your side, you're not saying, hey man, we're having these conversations because we want wives. We want women, we want our women to be more suitable for wives. That's what I don't hear. It's like I want y'all to be better, but I don't know why y'all want to be better.
So right, I guess so. Like so relationships only matter if you're going to be in a marriage at the end.
I'm not saying that, but I understand people's hesitancy with marriage, but I can't think of another concept that has worked in this country in particular in mass, right? We talk about what like the lifetime unions and all those type of things. I just don't know in mass, and I can be edified. Somebody can come up and say, "Hey, Shah, there's studies that show people who just stay together for a long time is just as successful as kind of doing it with some type of legal implications." I haven't seen it. I'm open to seeing new information, but what I know is marriage seems to be the vehicle that has been proven to kind of help create generational wealth.
Right. So I'm saying that the relationship, if the relationship was better, the men would be talking about, I want to be married, right? If they're looking at the landscape and saying, hey, based on what I'm looking at, why would I be married to one of these women who I can't control? Right. So what's in it for me other than me being a white knight and just saying I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I'm gonna sacrifice to save them. That I'm saying that's it.
But Arnold, who's saying it? Which one of us is saying that we're gonna do that?
No. I'm saying that I'm responding to him. He said that if we're not offering marriage to women,
okay,
then why would they listen to us? As if if niggas was talking about we're gonna marry y'all, they would get in line. I don't believe that.
No, I'm not saying that. I guess I'm just confused on. I mean, I'm not confused. You saying these discussions are had because y'all want them to have better behavior.
Yes.
I guess what I don't hear is we're looking for wives, which is why we are on the internet screaming and yelling and talking about black women the way we talk about them, because we're hoping when they hear this information, it's going to create more families. That's why I said when a discussion about how many women have herpes, right? That sounds like fear to stay away from women. That doesn't sound like connection. It's an important conversation to have about sexual activity within our culture and what we're doing, what we need to correct. But the conversations that are usually had, from my perspective, don't foster more connection. It just makes people more weary of each other. That's what I see. And I'm saying, I don't see how you, as a logical person, think that's actually productive for what the long-term goal is. Even if you're saying it's to make their behavior better.
I guess so. Like you came in the conversation when it's the STD thing is a rebuttal to a rebuttal.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if men start to say, hey, we have this behavior, right? And then women say niggas is always cheating. The rebuttal is, if you look at the STDs, right, the women have the most STDs. That's so it's a rebuttal to a rebuttal. So it's not to say, oh, women are bad. It's you told us that we was doing all the fucking around.
Right.
So this is my example of giving you, say, hey, maybe y'all doing a lot of fucking around too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a rebuttal to a rebuttal. It's not just, oh, but they jumped out the sky and said women have STDs.
Right.
It was a rebuttal. So I'm saying that when we talk about it, we're saying that who is the real problem, right? Do women have a problem? Because in the conversations, we can't even get to the point where we agree that women in general have an issue at all.
Right. I get it. And I would say, like, again, the quote unquote like super nigga perspective is like, we understand they have an issue. We've seen it because we've had a lot of access to women. So I'm saying, I believe as men that doing a petty rebuttal, you did it, so let me show you what you did, I don't think that gets us to the goal. That's why I say I think the balance is necessary, because y'all have pulled the veil over everyone. Y'all pulled it off. Now we know women do a lot of fucked up shit, It's arguable with neck and neck for who's most fucked up. Now what? Now what are we gonna do to build connection? That's what I'm saying. That's what Michonne's like. Well, we talking to men. Because my belief is that the women who are righteous, who are doing the right thing, gonna have to fight that battle for us, and we gonna support them the same way the women who are righteous are gonna help us fight the battle. So Michonne says like niggas throwing dick because we want to we don't want niggas to be able to hide under this conversation about women and STDs, because we know the STD conversation. Arnold, we know this like with the data shows you has it. It don't show you who gave it to you first. Correct. It just shows you the prevalence of it. It don't show you the incidents. You can't test it. You just know how many people who has it. So that conversation actually never gets us anywhere other than people being like, well, we got 48 and y'all got 64. Like that conversation it doesn't lead us anywhere.
And they get tested more often than us. You know
right. Right. There's right. Those factors matter. Like, and when Sean says that, that'll be considered white knight, but that's the fucking truth. As a person who worked in healthcare, women get tested more than men do, and that matters in a number. They don't change the discussion about behavior. But what I'm saying is that's why if we stay on that point, Arnold, we never actually get to a point where we're building connection. Because that's just something to say we're better than you, ha ha ha. That's where that conversation leads. Because guess what? Then when you track that conversation to dig discipline, and we start talking about that, niggas will say, "No, that's the biological imperative to fuck." So why y'all telling me dig this? We fighting that, but then we'll have a conversation about STDs as if we want people to have better sexual discipline. But that's not really what we're talking about. We just trying to get the women, and then when we talk about dig discipline, all the points fall apart. So we back at square zero.
All right. So I'm saying that if it was a conversation in good faith for the entirety of the conversation, then I would suspect that I would be hearing like men or women telling women how to be better in the relationships, right? Even just today, we've talked about how niggas could be better in relationships, right? To get things that they're complaining about, to fix those things, right? To not be cheating, to understand what they're going through, blase. Even just how this got contentious, but we were talking about correction for men. If the panels with women were talking about, hey, we could do this and this and this. This is what you should do, right? To get a man, keep a man, make a man happy. But that's how those conversations went ever, right? I would be shutting up. But they're never like that. We can't even get to a point where we're admitting that women have an issue that needs to be corrected. Right? Because I'm conceding that men have issues that would need to be corrected. But if there's no need to have a conversation about what women are doing wrong, there never are panels where women are telling women what to do to be better in relationships. Ever. They have a fucking panel every fucking Tuesday and it never comes up.
It's even hard to even get them there.
Yeah, that's legit.
It's like I let them make mistakes, and that's how the truth come out. On those conversations. They don't even be knowing like what they be saying sound crazy. Like Toya last time. Let me get mad at my husband. I ain't making this plate, huh? Mad?
Right.
So,
hey, my only point. Go ahead.
I ain't about to say nothing.
So what? This past Thursday, like Tiff, right, took the challenge, right? Because I said, hey, if y'all really care about the woman next to you, the woman that you're talking to, you would tell her how to keep a man, what she's doing wrong. If you really care, right? You don't really care. You just playing the game right now, saying that, hey, no matter what they say, we're gonna defend it. Right? So, women do this? No, they don't. Women do this? No, they don't. When this happens, they do this? No, they don't. Instead of telling women, hey, if this happened to you, this is how you should respond to be a better person. It doesn't happen.
So, Arnold, all right. Let me flip it a little bit, right? Because like the white knight thing, right? Putting the blame back on the men. Since there has been a highlight of the women's behavior, people understand that they not roses and bubbles like it was cracked up to be, right? Wouldn't you recommend putting onus on the men because that's how we're gonna really get it done?
The onus is there. I'm saying that 95% of the correction is on the men's side.
You saying that already exists?
It's already existing. It happened today, right? Like in the time I've been up here, most of it has been men having the issue and correcting the issue.
It makes sense to me though. I guess that's the thing. I guess that's why we always end up at odds. It makes sense when men talk to men. We're always talking about it until we get kind of like something we can see, right? Because I would argue, like that's why a person like HAMP resonates so much on YouTube. Because not only do we talk his shit, not only is he honorable, we can see his life. He just put his kids in front of us. Like we see him as a family man, right? But we have a lot of guys that just come up talking shit on him, but we don't know who they are, right? So there's no real substance outside of these concepts. And what I'm saying is, so I don't even know as a man who's in the earth, if men collectively have gotten in their rightful position to be talking so much shit to women. I think what's happening is we're getting our lick back with content, right? But as far as what's happening in society, and I think about things like when we talk about the kids, like just say fuck the women for 1 second, that men are okay saying fuck the kids, right? That is new to me, to see grown men who have garnered success, who are doing decent in life, to be okay with getting on the internet being like fuck these kids and try to excuse it by saying they're talking about the white end that out here shooting everybody when we know that's a small majority, a minority of people. So I'm extrapolating erroneously. I'll say to like, well, if we don't fuck them kids, nigga, that don't sound like honorable men in general, because we know the value of children. So we can say fuck the kids. I'm pretty sure we kind of saying fuck these chicks other than fucking them. I don't see this like. I think men are doing well as far as like material shit, but I don't know about the other pieces where we could be the ones pointing our fingers at women. When I talk to niggas, because like we still sharpening iron. That's why we do that. It's not like we're excusing their behavior. I just think it's more productive, more effective when the women address them, and then you got the men on the other side address. Just my personal opinion, and I guess we'll disagree on it. I just think we can do a better job of holding each other accountable, because we understand men, you don't went back and forth in crazy terms, but we can still come on the panel and have a conversation. We can't do the same thing with women. We can't.
So my bad, Arnold. I just wanted to interject this. Now, Shad, men correct everybody.
True. Okay. Yeah, that's true.
We correct each other.
That's true.
Women, we correct children.
That's true.
Right. That's the one thing that I do. We have to maintain that. And the
okay.
fact that there's a discrepancy in that ideology is one of the biggest problems that we have in our community.
Okay.
That what's how they say it? Who gonna check me? Who gonna check? How do they check?
You ain't gonna get us to say that shit. Hell no.
You know it. You said it.
Twice. Arnold helped me out. Thank God. But yeah, so that's one thing. But go ahead, Arnold.
That's true. That's fair. Him. That's fair.
So I have made another concession. If all of the dudes who's telling us women ain't really the problem was the married men who come on the panels, right? If the men who have went through the process and found that women and are living it were the ones telling us, okay, but it be niggas that's still outside, just like the niggas complaining, right? If the women have so few problems in actuality, right? Why haven't you, the person who is offering correction, been able to matriculate a woman to marriage? If it's just not an issue.
That I hate that point though, because now we doing like the women thing, like when you're not married yet, so it's like now men are adopting like.
No. I'm saying
it's a process. It's a process.
You're telling me it's easy.
No, we tell you it's easy to get women. We ain't say it's easy to find your wife. No one's ever said that.
So what's the point of contention when I'm talking about the women who don't make it to relationships?
So I don't actually think there's a point of contention. That's the crazy part about it. That's like the addiction to misunderstanding. Everybody up here said there are issues with women. Mine has been the way y'all talk about the issues to me seem hyperbolic, and it seems unserious to me. It doesn't seem like we're having serious conversation. It seems like it's like a gotcha lick back. Not necessarily you, Arnold. I think, and I've said this, even though I think you are very calculated in how you had these discussions. I also think sometimes, like I said, you're very manipulative too. But I also think like you actually think about these things very thoroughly. But you are one of the few, and you let a lot of niggas who don't do that go under your Bandit Academy banner and they get their bullshit off, but they don't have to uphold the same standard of conversation the way that you do. That be my problem. I think most niggas just be talking. They just be talking because they can. They don't have any real like understanding of the world and what's going on. They ain't never really, other than fuck on a couple chicks, they never even had like a substantive relationship
Also,
to really have the conversation.
And also, Arnold is a proponent of marriage too.
Exactly.
Well, Arnold, was that a salute you did? Let me see it. Nigga.
It's here. You supposed to see the palm of your hand, Hamp.
No.
Yes, you are.
No, you're not.
Yes, you are.
No, you're not.
Yes, you are. Ain't nobody salute like this. Ask a Marine.
I'm gonna ask my dad. So,
That's it, right there. We all agree some problems, but it's like, damn, niggas get on here like they want to skin them. They want to skin these chicks. I just don't. That's like him said. They girls, bro. They girls, Arnold.
That's not it, Arnold.
Arnold, look, bro, once we agree that the nature of women is like chaotic and that they full of drama and unreasonable and shit, like what else? Like we expect that shit, bro. Some are more reasonable than others. What we gonna talk about that shit all day? You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying that to me, the stats be matching. All the stats be matching. That if we saying 25% of them is married, that tracks.
No, but what about what I just asked you though? Like Arnold, if we agree that they are fucking overly emotional, that they motherfucking jealous, that they be tweaking, we agree on that shit. I don't even know what the point of contention is, bro.
I'm saying that it's not a whole bunch of jujitsu that you could do just to counter everything a woman got going to get every single woman into a relationship if she not gonna correct anything.
I don't directly be asking questions though, but look, bro, I'm saying like ain't no white knight shit if I say they be tweaking, you know what I'm saying? That they be jealous. What's the white knight part of it all? If I'm like, damn, the women be tweaking, but when we fuck other bitches, yeah, that shit make it worse. What's the white knight part of that?
I'll say that's not a white knight conversation. I'll agree to that.
Oh, okay, well we agree then.
These niggas still kicking my back in, Sean, about this damn herpes stat conversation. Because outside of that, I don't know what I've done that's so vicious to the cause, bro. I don't know. Everything else is valid. Y'all done ask me questions, like Hemp said, because I'm not heavy-handed. I'm a simp. And I'm not a heavy-handed person until somebody. I'm chill, bro. I'm not a nigga that be screaming at niggas all day. It's just not what I do. My voice don't carry. I sound stupid when I scream, bro. It's just not what I do.
Yeah. Let me see what. Go ahead, Arnold.
Okay, and I'm saying that the reason we care, if we can't talk about the community being better and just say we don't care about 70% of the women, it cannot be like that, right? I'm saying that if I know I could do it, right? Because I got the drive, right? It's just my fucking biological drive to just find a mate. Right, I'm willing to really go through as many women as it takes to find the one I can marry. Right, most dudes are not. Right, they're stopping at a woman that's okay, and they're fucking her for 3 fucking years and never have no plans for her. Right, that's how they doing. Right, me, I'm saying okay, I'll do the work. But if I'm saying I'm having to go, if I had to go in real time, right, I'm saying between 10 and 15 women to get to one, and then we say, bro, those 14, bro, don't talk about them. Every nigga who's finding a girl to be with is going through them same 14. And we acting like them 14 is invisible. We don't give a fuck about them.
So you giving a testimony as opposed to a point of contention, pretty much.
I'm saying that this testimony attracts with most niggas.
Oh, okay. I thought we were still talking point of contention. My bad. Okay. All right.
And see, I will argue him that I don't think that's a bad thing, bro. I think that's how it's supposed to be. You supposed to go through. Now, go through it on necessarily mean having sex with all of them, but the dating experience, I don't think you walk out the house and you find your wife when you get to Publix.
Mm-hmm. But he
was ideal. I don't think that's how it works. When you really being intentional.
Yeah, no, I think that's it.
So average is not marriageable.
But he's saying the fact that tracks for most men means that the overwhelming issue is their behavior. That's where the rubber meets the road yet again. Let me see. Ty, you came up here before? You on mute?
You mute, bro. You muted, bro.
You muted.
I'm sorry. I thought he was muting me. I'm sorry, y'all. Thanks for having me. Yeah, I came
What's
here.
up, bro?
Look, the retwist is due for this week. All right, so don't judge me. All right.
You live in like Mexico, Puerto Rico, or some shit, right?
Yeah, I live in Mexico. Yeah.
So Arnold, one time Ty came up here, it was like late night. He was looking for all manosphere niggas.
yeah. I was very passionate, man. Yeah, I was very passionate. I mean, I was still newly surprised about how many men take the forefront of the red pill guys and equated it to the representation of all of America. And I was just very disappointed. And so I think my passion reached a tipping point just at that night. But at the end of the day, like, as far as the woman, like, to be honest with you, in my opinion, they are the main source of attack, being attacked for the black family, and they're falling for it due to the propaganda in which they're focusing on a wrong value that's going to lead them to be single, that value being finances. So they think that independency through finance makes them valuable through men, and which, to me, in my opinion, a real man doesn't care about that because they naturally want to be the provider. It could be an extra bonus, but it's not the be all for whether we decide to date the woman or marry the woman. I think that if a woman is submissive, which has been infiltrated, by the way, I'll get more on that word because I know that's like allergic to all women, that word. But I think if a woman is submissive and loving and beautiful, we can marry a girl from McDonald's. And doesn't matter whether she's whatever she is, like working independently. But the problem is these women don't figure that out until they're late in their 40s. You know what I'm saying? Then it's too late. All right. And so America has done a good job, but we don't want that. And they also infiltrated the word submission to make it seem like that makes them weaker. It actually makes them stronger because it's more of a strategic thing within a relationship. Just like a man has to be submissive to a leader in war. He has to be submissive to his war leader, even though he probably could beat him one-on-one.
Hey, hold on, bro. Hold on, my bad. Not pardon the body. You like a broke bummy bitch? You said McDonald's, bro?
I don't like a broke bummy bitch in which I'm just looking at
number 3 at the end of the day. What?
You said number 3, like as far as looks?
McDonald's. You said a chick who work at McDonald's. I don't want no chick that smell like a number 3 with cheese.
Yeah, so you might have missed my metaphor. My metaphor, McDonald's was just a metaphor for a woman that's not.
You know, I heard you say it twice the first time, but I'm saying you don't like a woman that get money, that's ambitious.
Yeah, you heard what I said, but you misinterpreted. It was a metaphor. You actually did. That's why you asked me that dumbass question. So you definitely did. That was a metaphor. It was a metaphor for a woman, that not us caring about women making money to make us attract them. We don't care about that as much as the woman has been led to think.
So I
that's
heard
my
you,
metaphor.
Heard you twice.
I do. I said in my dialogue. If you can't cut me off, if you don't cut me off, sir, please, sir. Sir, I said in my dialogue that it's an extra. I said, if you don't cut me off, bro, because you're acting like a woman right now, being emotional. Let me talk, and I'll let you respond. All right? Shut up.
I'm
please. Look, you got the Hershey's head anyway. You might need to buff your head more so more air could go to your brain so you can understand. I was trying to be nice, but you kept interrupting me. Like I said, that's an extra bonus.
To the part where you're not nice. What the fuck happens? Tell me that. What happens when you're not nice, nigga? Fast forward to that.
To what?
What the fuck happens next, nigga?
When you're not nice to what?
So now we talking, nigga. Fast forward past the part where you nice, nigga. What the fuck happens, nigga?
When you're nice to what?
You say you're trying to be nice, nigga. What happens next, nigga? Don't be nice to me, nigga. What the fuck happens next, nigga?
I fry your old ass up because you ugly as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Your eyebrows like they're going through Civil War. That's the not nice part, motherfucker. That's what I'm talking about. We'll fast forward right to that. All right, I'll hold my thought, then I'll cook your dumb ass up later because you like an offensive coordinator in the face. All right, so anyway, let me finish my thought. Yeah, don't interrupt me. I was about to finish my thought without the joke, but you interrupted me, motherfucker.
Don't you talk
all
about
right?
You're right.
It's the minor pain looking motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. All right, so anyway, minor pain looking motherfucker. All right, so my point is this.
All right, real quick.
You like minor pain.
All right,
so anyway, my point is.
All right, can you hear me?
He's still interrupting me. Go ahead, bro. I'll just talk so I can finish. I'll respond.
I'm talking. Ty, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So he was trying to ask you a question. I think it was a good question that should get answered, aside from what y'all just got into. Sean, what was that interjection question based on a few things that Tide had actually offered?
I'm literally saying, are you is your contention that most men would prefer a woman who would work at McDonald's and has no ambition, as opposed to a woman who has ambition and actually is out here making money? Is that your contention? That's only my question. Clarifying question.
No.
Okay, Ty, when you were saying that, were you speaking to her money making ability doesn't add to her desirability?
I was saying the value of her finances is a cherry on top. It's not the main culprit to whether we want them or not. The reason why is because we as men innately have that triple P as men: protection, provider, performance. So as a real man, you shouldn't even be looking forward to that as far as something you rely on. Yes, it's an added bonus, which I said at the beginning before this dumb nigga interrupted me. All right, so that's what I was saying, but he interrupted me before I even finished the thought.
Yes, nigga. Man.
All right, this nigga like Mike Thomas and niece. Get the fuck out of here. All right, so my point is, so women have been tricked.
Goofy nigga.
They have been tricked. Okay, cool, whatever, man. Yeah, whatever. You got it. All right. So anyway, so women have been tricked to focus on the wrong value. Once they realize that their value doesn't come through finances, then they will yield to working on their character and humility, because America has infiltrated the word submission to make it look like a bad thing. That's why women are so scared of submission, because they equate it with inferiority. My bad. You got a text message. Anyway, I'm from a beautiful young lady, probably better than anybody Sean has ever smashed in his life, I'm sure. But anyway, so they equate that to inferiority. They also did something like that. Let me finish. I'll let you talk.
Right?
Your nose look like a fucking fire hydrant. Hold on one second.
Retwist, nigga. You got new growth. Your beard fucked up. You look like Raekwon.
Bro, you look like one of them dumbass niggas that take a shower with a headband on. Shut the fuck up. All right, so anyway, so my point is, women should know that.
I really think this ugly motherfucker get
I'll let you done, because your mustache look like a paint on. It's weird. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that. You got a spray on mustache.
You got a scarf on with
but anyway, so it's not a scarf. If you would travel, you know it's a poncho, but you wouldn't know that. You look like you just a dumbass offensive coordinator looking motherfucker for the Green Bay Packers. All right, so anyway, so women need to understand that submission isn't a bad thing. It's actually smart and strategic, depending on if you're choosing the right man. That's what courtship is for. All right. But also our men have been entitled as well, but righteously so. We are kind of entitled right now in America, because if all the men in America marry a black woman, 2 million women would be single. So we kind of do have the upper hand in that sense. But just because we're superior in strength doesn't mean we're better as an individual, because we all need each other. It's a big ass circle. You know what I'm saying? I actually got into this dude's feeling, so he'd probably be a beta male that his wife probably doesn't just wear the pants. She probably wear the whole suit in his house, I'm sure. But anyway, so that was my comment. I yield the floor.
Come beat me up, though. Won't you do that? Where you at?
How old are you, sir? I'm just asking. How old are you?
Hey, so
how old are you?
Where you at, though?
Are you gay?
So okay, yeah,
because you asked me that question before, and I told you that I'm not interested in fighting you. I've been through those fights. I'm good. I don't fight. I fight with my tongue.
Not on a pilot episode.
Wait.
It's the pilot, man. We just we ain't gonna get the first ever.
Everybody that disagrees with you. You see how dumb? You see how dumb you are? Like, if you have children that watch this episode, they'll be ashamed of you. So I hope you don't show this to them. All right? And you like a bloated Mike Thomason. All right, I yield the floor.
Come on, tell me, go, man, go, Tom.
I mean, I'm trying to make sure they done that shit.
No, good.
But no, so my contention to what you said would be,
Sean.
It sounds good because everybody on YouTube, you know, is 6-figure earners, but in real life, people is making 40, 45K, and so if a guy is making 40, 45K and he meeting a chick that's making 80, that's gonna be attractive to him.
Yeah, to me that's called bitch ass niggas. All right. Now, what the thing is, you could yield to a girl that's making more than you, but ultimately it's gonna ultimately dive and gradually get into your insecurities as a man because she's taking away a third of your value, providing. All right. So you can do that if you want, and you can pretend like it's all good and everything like that. But subconsciously, it's taking away literally a third of your value as a man. So now you only got left is performance and protection, which is very valuable. All right. But I'm not going to act like that's some type of, that's not a big hit towards like the value of men. You know what I'm saying? In fact, one of the biggest things that a man could do is leave the relationship. That's one of his biggest things because he could just find some girl that's more on his standard. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you're not the red pill thing and the internet thing that's being pushed right now has made all men think they're valuable automatically. And it's not the truth. All right. If you're making 40 grand, I can see if you're a younger guy. All right. But if you're at a certain age, I would say over 30, making 40, I mean, everybody has different setbacks, so I can't judge them. All right. But as far as being ready to be a leader, you got to know that status is very important as a man. And women are going to look to that. All right. And if they don't look to that, they're just riding you as a train till the better man comes. It is what it is. Sorry. But unfortunately, America has tricked us all. You know what I'm saying? They made it very toxic. They're promoting the media in which independency is the main thing. He's so upset right now. He don't know what to do. Anyway, they push that to the forefront of the media. So what men should do is make sure that they're in a leadership position as an individual before they take on that with a relationship. It's not even hard. All right. The woman could get dick from anybody. All right. It's not about the dick, it's about the longevity. Don't you want if you want the longevity, get the status, get other girls that look at you in a restaurant and your girl gets jealous because you got to make sure you love her enough for she to know that you love her, but also enough that other girls want her and you can leave. All right. That's what it is. And I yield the floor.
I'm thinking about something Hemp says often. And I guess the more we as men talk, I get it. I had never considered this till Hemp said it about the platitude things when we had these conversations. If I'm like a young guy who doesn't have a father and I'm looking for men to give me some like step 1, 2, 3 information to start, I think we do a poor job of that. I mean, I'm including myself in that too. Because I'm just thinking about the reality of what most men are dealing with in today's time where the average man makes 45,000, I think, right? In the number somewhere in that's the range, 45 to 50.
Like 48, yeah, something like that.
And I think we have convinced younger men, particularly, like you have to wait till you're 40 to find a wife, because that's when you start reaching your stride, right? So I was listening to you talk, Ty, and I was thinking about the whole leadership thing, and just like man. I mean, you're right. You have to have leadership qualities in order to kind of have like that foundational information to start a family. I was just thinking, like, man, I just like we do such a poor job of having these conversations, particularly when we're talking to young men about like what it takes to be ready for marriage, bro. I agree with you about the whole America thing. America has indoctrinated all of us to just chase bags until we die. And that's kind of how we determine our success. Not even how much we can help other people. But I think I have younger cousins and like what information to give them. I got a cousin that's, I think around 26. And I'm talking about like quality young man, like super dope young man. But I'm thinking like, if he hears us talk, he going to think he don't make enough money yet to be a husband.
Yeah, and I don't want to send that message. I don't want to send a message. I don't want to put a certain number because obviously it depends on where you live as well. But I just want to make sure that men know that their woman should be looking at them in those qualities that make men valuable. All right, I can't put a different number on it because it depends on where you live. It depends on what the woman's situation. But you got to make sure you're able to take care of yourself as an individual first, without a doubt. All right, if you depend on 2 incomes, I'm sorry. I don't really think that's going to make you very valuable as a man. Now, if you depend on it, not if you have it, it could be a cherry on top, false. But if you depend on her, it's going to have some type of impact. Now, I'm not saying you got to be a millionaire before you date, and I'm not saying you saying that I say that. All right, but a lot of men, they're able to make enough money to take care of their girl. You know what I'm saying? And if the girl, I believe girls should stay at home. All right, I believe they should be working too. I don't believe
feel you saying that, dog, but the stats don't show that. The stats show, like, let's just really think about this. Most men, if they get their woman pregnant, they don't want her to work. I think we would all agree the overwhelming majority we see women have to work through their pregnancy.
Okay.
So that
Yeah.
shows
So
you the financial status of most men. Where a woman being pregnant, it's a luxury if she's able to take that time off because he can hold it down. So essentially, you're talking about the overwhelming majority of men because the
what I'm
stats
saying.
show that most people you need both incomes, like they're dependent on it. And I think a lot of that is because of spending habits and stuff too, because Americans are trash with money and living above their means. But
Yeah.
if you look at the numbers, I mean, what they say,
This might be risky.
So Li kicked tied off for 50 minutes.
I forget the percentage, but
If y'all want to bring Ty back, y'all gotta match it. You know what I mean?
what's that wild percentage of like Americans that don't even got $500 for an emergency?
90%.
Yeah, it's like so that's realistically how people are living.
Tommy, and that's what I'm trying to say, bro. He's combating talking points with talking points. The talking point of the luxury of your woman's money don't matter. That's a talking point, and that's a luxury, bro.
Here's the part that, and Shaw pointed it out, but men's only value is money.
No.
If her money holds no value, then the inverse has to also be accurate, right? The earning potential, the ability to do so, is tied to a whole lot of other characteristics and traits that continue to get ignored. Right? In most fields, if you want to do well, you gotta hustle, you gotta grind, you gotta be available, you gotta be dedicated, right? That plays a large part in marriages being successful, right? Even when we're out of shape, it's because of the lack of discipline, laziness for a lot of people. There's obviously genetic precursors that can determine that, but generally speaking, a lot of us just have to do better, right? So these things speak more to other characteristics that you want out of a person, and it continues to get ignored, you know, and that part is very problematic. Again, they only say shit to us that we say to each other. Right? Broke nigga is one of the top 5 insults, and therefore it can be leveraged. And now that man doesn't get an opportunity if he don't got no bread, regardless if she don't got no bread, because we said her bread don't matter.
Right.
Knowing good and goddamn well we need that bread.
That bread helps.
That's why I said the magic of YouTube. Everybody is 6 figures and up on this motherfucker. Like that ain't what the stats are showing.
Yeah,
Tommy, you in Cali, I'm in Jersey. It's expensive as fuck, nigga. It's expensive. Niggas in New York, come on, man, forget about it. $4,000 for 1 bedroom.
Yeah,
you serious? You think that both incomes don't matter, nigga? You seriously coming up here saying that shit?
And you know what? I think that's also a mindset too, like Sean, of wanting somebody that hustle like you too. Because if you don't hustle like that, then you don't really kind of care. But if you hustling, like, you feel me, I'm trying to put you on too.
Absolutely.
Only thing better than one is 2.
Absolutely. Even if we take away a woman's money, that ambition is fucking important.
Yeah.
The shit that HAMP does, all the business ventures he got, investments and shit like that. His woman his wife gotta fall in line with that. You gotta look. This is where I need you to plug in right here, nowhere, right here, at any given moment. I need you to plug in and cover this gap right now. You got to be ambitious enough and outside of that corporate matrix enough to plug in right here. And that's me. When I say I need help with this shit, with these orders and shit like that, I need this. I don't need nothing else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? And you know, and I don't want to misquote what he was saying, right? But I know how things are heard.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing is, what I'm articulating is that when we say there's no association with her earning potential and her attractiveness, we have to understand the characteristics that come with a person being able to earn, right? There's several features in that person that can benefit you. Fuck the money. right? Just like if a man is broke at a certain age, it's because he's missing several characteristics and features that make him unable to earn. You see, this shit don't happen in a vacuum. You know what I mean? So I think that's the overarching point that when I heard that get her out of McDonald's shit, motherfuckers was misunderstanding.
Yeah.
You know, and Ty was saying, listen, right? That's not the reason why I'm coming to get you. Right? I appreciate the fact that you can do, you know what I'm saying? That you earn, you do a thing, but that ain't the tipping point for me. You know what I'm saying? Right? And to rely on for the man to have to rely on her, I can see how that can get you into trouble.
Yeah.
I'm saying, but if it hit the fan, you want her to have the capability of being able to hold it down at least for a little while, at least in some form of fashion. You know, like you said, mail off the shirts, go do like little shit. Because a lot of times, if a man is who he's supposed to be, he only need a little bit. Just help me get over this little hump. Feel me? And this guy could be the limit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, man, God damn. Tommy, man, appreciate you, good brother.
Sure, yeah.
Fucking it's the super perspective.
Yeah, man, this was dope. It was what I thought it was gonna be, man. And I hope people understand, like, you know, when the super thing first got discussed, bro. Like it, when I heard, I didn't even think about the women thing because in my mind, I know y'all argue against me, but I'm like, bro, I done been in, you know, I grew up in Mississippi where we not known for, even though we got some beautiful women in Mississippi. I want y'all to know that. But like, I just remember men. Nah, you crazy. Nah, don't do that.
You say nothing.
don't do that, help. Nah, we got some beautiful women in Mississippi. Trust me, bro. Brittany Renner from Mississippi. You tripping? She from the coast.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What you saying? She not attractive?
I didn't say nothing, bro.
Stop the cap.
Say less, man. What I'm saying is the getting part is the low hanging fruit. Yeah, shout out to the big dog, man. Big dog Cody. You know what I'm talking about. Gorgeous, natural women too. There you go. Appreciate the fellas in the chat. They know they've been there.
Somebody time out Cody and Hero for 10 seconds.
Nah, but what I want people to understand, I don't want y'all to think y'all coming in here niggas like brag about having sex with chicks, because that's really not what it's about. I think I value people like him and Sean because they have the full perspective of like what's going on, and I think we can compare notes. And what it appears to be to me, which I push back, is like the guys on the internet don't have a similar experience, so we all just provide their perspective. But the skills that they talk about, whatever. The skills that like him talk about and Sean talk about, I talk about as well sometimes. Their charisma, their resilience when it comes to on your conquest for women are very transferable to other things in life. We all are men who are trying to build things, pushing through things. So I think when I think about Super, that's what I think about. Despite what all the odds are against, you got me trying to be a filmmaker who ain't been in nobody film school. I'm literally on YouTube watching movies, learning, and I'm building. You see what I mean? Like, to me, that takes a lot of resolve. So I'm patting myself on the back for that. Help building this platform. Sean got his clothing brand and all the other things he do. You know what I mean? So I think that's what the essence is. And we're going to keep building it, and the topics will be dope. But, man, hey, y'all, this is a show where you get to chill, bro. Y'all trying to turn this to, come on, man. Come on, man.
Fucking mad rappers popping out, man. God.
Keep it cool, man. Keep it cool.
Rappers, man.
It'll be fun. You know, we going to have our moments, though.
Eric was popping. Good to see you.
Perfect.
From across the pond with his 20 euro says, a little tithe to support the channel. Peace. Thank you, OG. I appreciate you. Hakeem with the turn and bounties on immediate. Oh, Ken, what up? Good to see you, my G. Cloud House with the $5. It's funny that people can understand how a person could have a negative view of the police due to one interaction, but can't see that from a relationship point of view. Ed with the 2000, Shad devolved men's truth into a petty rebuttal. So Li had a timed out tie for 50 minutes. Ed with the 2000 says, actually, red pill tells men their value is earned. Dr. G with the $10 says, great show, supers. Women who have meanings want men with means, but she has a luxury to vet for other characteristics over money. Please develop the other characteristics too. We're gonna get into this one too, man. Dr. G and I was having to kind of preface this. This should be a good conversation. Dr. G and I was having a conversation about who to listen to in regards to dating and courting women. I told Dr. G they should listen to me, not you, Dr. G. I dated hundreds of women. I know more women than you. Now, if I'm trying to understand how a period works, I'm gonna holler at a woman. Salute, Dr. G. I love you. Bravo Tech.
Perfect.
OG.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
I've been incognito lately, but I'm glad I came through for this one. Yo, Bravo, I was looking for you yesterday, and then I had seen you on Facebook, and then I was kind of counting the days, man. That's why I don't believe in free will, man. All praise to the Most High, man. I thought about Bravo, he pulled up, man. Salute. Perfect. All right, Tommy, you got anything before I drop you down?
No, good show. I enjoyed it.
All right, cuzzo, be safe. I'm coming out there. The root for the best team in America. You heard?
Cowboys.
Look, hey, I don't want to turn this into that. I got one of them fans right in front of me right now, about to go to the game.
Indeed. Salute.
All right, Tom.
All right, Tommy.
Hey, man, good job, fellas. That was fun, man. Listen, turn on the AC. Arnold, CJ, and at 12, right?
Is it?
It's 12 Eastern time.
Yeah, man. So, Impress. Oh, I ain't see Impress. So nobody else work. Oh,
she was in here working.
Dr. G, Miss Jilly, Callie, make yourself useful, please. Saj. Drop the link to there. Oh, see, Impress. See, I be knowing. Hey, yo. Everybody else about to get fired, Impress. You know? I think they. I couldn't find these shit. So hit the link. I think they cooking up now. They'll be cooking up for a couple hours, and then we got Bible study in the Discord at 12 Central. So yeah, man, the super perspective alive and well. Perfect. I'm gonna put up a poll. We just kind of picked this time and day, but you know this might be risky. Usually doesn't go live on the weekend, so it might be a little bit of us to have to push into the algorithm and shit like that. But let us know what you think. Morning times, maybe Saturday, maybe in the evening. Shoot me a couple messages on This Might Be Risky at Instagram. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yep. And that goes on at 12 o'clock, man. Sean, any final thoughts?
Perfect. Yeah, final thoughts is great show. Great time. I want people to know when they come and be our guests in the future, as playing guests, that they're gonna have fun. Man. Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Now, great show, man. Had a great time. I want people to know that, man. When they come here, they are playing guests, man. Next time, like, man, plan to play that game with us. That 21 questions. But just know you better keep it a bean. They'll be ready to drink, man. You know what I'm saying? We want to have fun too. We don't just want to debate and argue. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, man, anybody else, always fast forward to the worst part, to me, to the violent part. Always. Please do. Please don't spare me the other stuff. But yeah, man, other than that, let's have a great time.
What up?
Hey, shout out to Chi-Town Shiesty, man. You know what I mean? At all times. Hey, great show, fellas. I love these guys in real life, bro. You know, like I said, we have conversations offline. Iron sharpening iron, and it's dope to see, you know, to meet black men from other spaces in the world and find their commonality. And this is why we kind of put this show together. Shout out to him for being the brain and getting us together. Like Sean said, we intend to have a good time, but have serious conversation. Like I said, I know a few people thought we was gonna be here talking about how many women we smashed, and yeah, sometimes we might reminisce of the golden days or whatever. But I know these are serious men who believe in family, who have families. You know what I mean? And that's our goal. So that's what you can expect, man. Great conversation. So looking forward to seeing the bill. I think it was a cool, dope pilot show. You know what I mean? We had a little bit of a little razzle dazzle, but that's part of it. All right, so just stay tuned. As Ham said, let us know when y'all think it'd be best. What time be best started to check us out, man. Just look forward to what's gonna happen in the future. So appreciate y'all joining us. Checking in with us this Sunday.
That's a fact, man. 100%. I had a good time. I had a great time. The kids was cool because that's another thing I always think about on the weekends, especially. You know what I'm saying? So they was locked in. I gotta go to gymnastics now. So today, turn on the AC is on and popping. Please go over there, show them brothers some love. You know what I'm saying? CJ is not as bad as y'all think he is. Okay, I mean, he took his medicine. I called him this morning.
He got a do-rag on. He got a do-rag off. Him.
Do-rag on, so he should be.
He's gonna be straight with do-rag on. He's straight when he with a do-rag.
12 p.m. Central. Bible study pops off. Salute to Sherelle. She been cooking in there. Zeke been cooking in there. You know what I'm saying? I try to contribute as best I can. So, you know what I mean? And then 7 p.m. this evening, we have Mind Your Own Business, right? Business and entrepreneurship, you know. Shout out to Shad's project, who is up. We're trying to get him to $5,000 from This Might Be Risky family. We funded Homeboy's endeavor, which was getting his LLC and everything, $1,000. You know what I'm saying? So trying to make things happen, man. Of course, we'll see you tomorrow for the HQ. Let's keep grinding, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Hey, let them know, Shad, if you got any donations so Sean can do what he's supposed to do. Or we what he said. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We got the push competition. So there's a whole lot of shit going on, bro. I did mine. I posted mine. Shad did his. He posted his. You know what I mean? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Be safe and do the right thing, man. I got you, Miss Jilly. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend. And we out.